And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Aranthea's Awakening. I am your Dungeon Master, Arch, and with me today I have to my immediate that direction there, Kyle. Kyle, who are you? Who are you playing?
I'm Kyle, and I will be playing Professor Eli. He is a high elf wizard.
Nerd.
Yes, he's a humongous nerd.
And to the right of Kyle, that's you, Neil.
Hi, I'm to the right of Kyle. I'm Neil, and I play Ilo. He's small. He's a kobold.
Yep. Those are things. And last but not least, the internet ghost.
Yep, that's me. I'm Onyx, and I play Zai, the dragonborn fighter blacksmith person.
It's a lot of titles.
Yep. I have more.
Oh, I'm sure. So, to give a quick recap of what transpired last time, before we get into the meat and potato of things. So,
I can make meat and potatoes.
you guys had departed for Taka from the town of Shayliz in Midwood, with the goal being to go to Taka, investigate this issue of villagers that have been disappearing, with the intent of, once you finished figuring out what was going on in Taka, to then go down to the Emberscar Grove, investigate that, return to Shayliz, and await your companion Faith, who was a member of the guild you joined, who you sent to Eastbourne, off in the far west to the Farthern Barony, to cure a lesser noble child. With the intent being you would all meet up in Shayliz and go down to the Freelands so that you can attempt to reclaim this abandoned keep and claim it as the guild's / your own. On your way to Taka, the group of you had a rather interesting encounter with 3 swarms of rats, which resulted in a rather interesting combat sequence in which Eli nearly died.
In one hit.
In one hit, almost dropped to 0. However, you were able to handle yourselves with that issue and arrive in Taka within the 3 days' time. You then went to the tavern, the Ghostly Oak, spoke with the bartender about the disappearances and what the town is like. You were directed to the mayor, who essentially told you that people have been disappearing. At first, it wasn't that many, and generally speaking, it wasn't anybody of, like, real use. But then lately, it's been more just broad stroke. So at first it was like the elderly, children, women. Now it's like nobody is safe. You followed up on a lead from the mayor where you went to the house of the most recent disappearing villager, a person by the name of Garrett. Garrett went missing, however, his roommate Marcus was at the home and was able to let you in and explain that Garrett had a rather difficult medical condition, wherein Garrett had a bit of like entropy of the flesh sort of thing, where there were times where essentially there was a lot of physical ailments, not really able to actually help. But other than that, Garrett was supposedly a strong person, was able to help out in the town's quarry. You went looking about in Garrett's room while Marcus seemingly was attending to other business. While searching in Garrett's room, Zai found that there were bundles of herbs that would be burned that were familiar to Zai due to his upbringing in the tribes in the Freelands. The rest of you were able to find that there were what looked like strange drag marks, like sandpaper on stone, going from the bed to the front door of their little hovel, as well as these similar scrape marks going in the windowsill from the outside. At the end, we left off with you were all standing in the bedroom, and there was a at the front door. You hear from the other room. You hear Marcus saying, "Don't worry, I'll get it." And you hear Marcus making their way towards the front door. What are you guys doing?
I want to stick my head out into the hallway to see who's at the door.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys kind of poke your heads around the corner, and you see Marcus open the door, and standing in the doorway, let me make sure I get the description correct.
My head's on top, and then it's Eli's, and then Ilo's is at the bottom.
Yes, very cartoon style.
Very Scooby-Doo-esque.
You see what appears to be a short male human, roughly 5'4", skinny but decently muscular, round, thin-rimmed glasses, with a bit of scruff on the face. He seems to be wearing a simple, pristine white robe with several pockets, as well as a thick leather belt with various medical instruments and a few pouches. The person at the door stands there and says, "Oh, hello there, Marcus. I'm here for Garrett's weekly treatment. Is Garrett here?" And this person that seemingly seems to be like a doctor of some sort, like, kind of pokes his head in and looks around, sees you three poking your heads through the hallway, and goes, "Is this a bad time? Should I come back?" Marcus is like, no, it's fine. Garrett, well, why don't you come in? I'll introduce you, and well, maybe you can help. And the person just standing there kind of goes, all right, sure. And he steps into the entryway. He closes the door behind him and stands there, looks at you three, and just kind of holds a hand out for a handshake. "Hi, I'm Dr. Stillwater, Dr. Colin Stillwater."
I am Professor Elwin from the college in Millenthor. It's nice to meet you, Doctor.
Ah, a fellow...
He shakes his hand.
Fellow academic.
Ah, yes.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, the pleasure is all mine.
Name's I. It's a pleasure to meet ya.
Zai, pleasure to meet you as well. And
I'm Milo.
you're a kobold.
Yes?
Very astute
Hello,
and noticing what's right in
waves.
front of you.
Well, excuse me, it's just that I'm unaccustomed to seeing kobolds in modern society.
Right?
Last
That's what
time-
I said.
Yes, last time I've seen a kobold was in the hills to the north.
Oh, you should see. This little kobold can do magic and all. He's a cook. It's quite amazing.
Most interesting. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Is Garrett here? I'm here for the weekly treatment. I assume you're friends of Garrett's, maybe?
I want to roll insight. I find it hard to believe that this doctor who has like a vested interest in this dude hasn't heard that they've disappeared.
Sure. It is worth noting Garrett did disappear fairly recently.
Yeah.
In
But,
fact, I
I
think
mean-
I did say it was about a week ago that he disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even like the bartender that we talked to knew about this.
Sure. Roll an insight.
Yeah. Like, how did the
17.
how did the bartender know, but not the doctor?
Based on the stance that he's currently holding, and based on the way he's presenting himself, he seems pretty, like, genuinely, like, concerned where Garrett is.
Alright. Guess you hadn't heard. Garrett was one of the ones that was taken recently. About a week ago.
He, like, puts a hand up to his chest, like, I'm sorry to hear that. He was a longtime patient of mine. I'm sorry to hear that he's gone missing.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate. You know anything about these disappearances? We just got here, kind of looking into them a little bit.
I'm somewhat aware of things that have been going on. Many of the people initially who were kidnapped, many of them were my patients. Here in Taka, I'm the only physician.
And the only suspect.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Keep going.
You suspect me?
No, and it's a joke. You're fine. Keep going.
You should be very careful with those kinds of jokes.
We just started. No suspects.
How many insights am I allowed to roll on this guy?
As many as you would like, as long as you can justify a reason.
As soon as he
Okay.
had said that,
I want to roll
all
an
these
insight
people
for
were
the
like
only
his
suspect.
patients. Yeah. Towards one on a skill that I'm not good with. What's a fucking 19 on the die?
The both of you see a bead of sweat trickle down his forehead and kind of drip off his chin.
Okay.
Well, anyways, many of the people that have gone missing over the past year or so, many of them were my patients. I was tending to them for various illnesses. I'm the only physician here. Taka's not a very well-off town. Kaskazini kind of holds dominion over everything. They really don't send help here. They just care about getting their stone. I came
What
here
are some of the
several years
reasons
ago.
that people would be coming to see you?
Anything from a scrape all the way to the loss of a hand from a stone falling on it. I've seen many sorts of issues in my time here.
How,
Interesting.
your time here? How long you been in town?
About 4 years now.
Interesting.
If there is anything I can do to help with the investigation, please. That many of these people were, well, besides being my patients, I would consider them to be my friends as well. I've grown to know many of these people over the years.
Yeah. We'll be sure to come to you with any questions we got. Where do you live? In case we need to find you.
My office is not that far away. It's well, it's a little hard to say because there's no streets here per se like you would in modern normal society.
We noticed.
If you go out of Marcus's home here, about 3 hills to the west, there is a hill that is solely mine. Look for the sign outside. It says Dr. Colin Stillwater.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. If you find anything or know anything, well, I'm sure you can find us wandering around.
Of course. If at any point, if you need my help, even if you just need me to check out if you have a cough, I'm here for you.
Very good, very good. Let me ask you, in your professional opinion,
Of course.
since you knew most of the victims, did any of them share some sort of maybe like a common denominator sort of thing? Was there some sort of maybe ailment or physical or mental or anything condition that any of them might have shared?
No, none that I could think of. Just as an example, so Garrett had a ailment concerning fatigue, issues of loss of strength. I will address that in a second. Compared to one of my other patients, Petunia, very sweet young girl, had a bit of an accident where she ended up going into the quarry, and obviously children are not meant to be working in the quarry at a young age.
Of course.
And unfortunately, a rather large stone fell upon her arm, and I had to amputate.
Ah, I see.
So it's various things. I'm very sad about Petunia, particularly leaving. She was a sweet girl. If you
Tragic,
can find
I'm
these
sure.
people, I think we will all be indebted to you.
Hey, Arch.
Hang on one second. Keep that thought. Eli, as far as you can tell, he seems to genuinely be sorrowful and earnest about the ailments and their pertinence. Yes, Zai.
Writing that 20 I got on those herbs from last session,
Mhm.
Will you remind me what exactly those were used to treat?
Those were meant to treat ailments of the body, so fatigue, weakness of arms, strength. Being the people you came from were all about strength of arm and things like that, this was a very common bundle of herbs that was used.
Hey, Doc.
Yes.
You said if we had anything wrong with us, we could visit you, right?
Of course. I'm here to help.
Well, being a Dragonborn and all, a lot of us come from the Freelands.
Indeed, I am actually well aware of the Freelands and the tribes roaming there.
Well, for as long as I can remember, whenever I do too much, I get hit by sudden bouts of fatigue. Perfectly normal. Take a walk, and then after a while, I'm just hit by exhaustion. You know how that goes.
Of course.
When I was in the Freelands, I had my own medicine from the tribe's druid, but I haven't really found anything like that here. You have anything that could help me?
Yeah, of course. I could... Well, I don't have any more supply right now. Actually, no, I suppose I do now if Garrett's missing. There are bundles of herbs I'm sure you're familiar with that I actually learned from spending time with the tribes. Small bundle that
what tribe were you
burn.
with?
I traveled and studied with the Tribe of the Spear for about 5 years or so.
Okay. Can't say I really have much contact with them.
Which tribe were you from, if you don't mind my asking?
Tribe of the Glaive.
I've heard tales of your people.
All good, I bet.
Strong
Is there
warriors.
some sort of history check that I could do
Sure.
to see if I know anything about these tribes?
Absolutely.
16.
You're aware that there are the wandering nomadic tribes living in the Freelands. You know generally that their names are based off of the weapon of choice that they all wield. Most of the tribes are all off of a an honor system based around combat and hunting.
I've heard about those too.
Indeed. That's quite interesting to see a kobold of such a vast intelligence. No offense, of course. I'm just...
Oh, it's fine.
Many of your kind that I've met have not been so inclined to knowledge of the world. They were more content to live about their lives within their tunnels and caves.
Yeah. Good old days.
I'm sure. Was there anything else that I could assist with? If not, I should probably check in with some of my other patients then, being that Garrett's not here.
No, nothing from me at least.
Very well. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes.
Marcus, contact me if Garrett should happen to return. I would be very happy to return, continue my treatments. And
Really?
you see the doc start walking out.
Which way does he go?
He starts heading south, it looks like.
If you
Eli's... What?
If most of the people taken are his patients, You think he gives everyone this stuff? The
I'm
stuff
not
you found is
sure.
burning?
But I have a plan.
Want to send?
should-
What was your owl's name again?
Oh, yes.
Bartholomew?
Bartimus, I'm way ahead of you. And you see he's going to step outside. Or actually, he'll just mental link with Bartimus.
Sure.
And, Bartimus, follow the good doctor. Come back to me if you notice anything strange, or if he goes anywhere he shouldn't be.
I have an idea too.
You see Bartimus fly off.
And Eli opens his eyes. I have sent Bartimus on it. He is to report back to me if the doctor is doing anything strange.
So I think we need to figure out if this thing that is taking them is a person, or if this is some kind of nature creature. Kind of like we attracted the pig. Maybe we could make a bunch of this stuff and see if this medicine is the thing that's bringing if it's a natural thing anyways.
Well,
Right.
I don't think it's human, because there's drag marks, or what we thought were drag marks, going from the window to the bed, and then from the bed to the door. I really doubt they were dragging something in and then taking the same thing out with them. Though it's possible. Maybe they hit the body, but that's what I think.
Well, why don't we take this, and wherever we stay tonight, we make this smell a lot, magic and stuff. And if anything comes, then it comes, and we deal with it. We take watches.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt to try.
I think that's a fine plan.
It's an experiment for the first night.
Precisely. Ah, experiments.
Especially if Bartimaeus doesn't find anything with this doctor.
I'm not really sure yet. It could just be paranoia on our end at this point, but something didn't seem right about him.
Yeah, I agree. He got real nervous when Isla said that thing about being a suspect.
He did. I could see him sweat a little bit. Just a single bead trickled down his brow at the mention of when we connected. Most of the people had been his patients. It is very well. Even him being the quote-unquote only doctor, I feel like it's still very suspicious that everyone happened to have to visit him.
It's suspicious, but also, I mean, it was kind of a joke. He's probably just nervous because he's made that connection too.
Potentially, that is a
Doesn't
good.
necessarily mean he's involved, but
Well, at the moment,
maybe
he's
he
our only
knows
lead.
something we don't know. He could make him
Right.
suspect.
He's our only lead, though, so we may as well just check him out.
Precisely. What time of night is it so far?
You guys arrived in the town when it was already like sundown. So right now it's
Okay.
probably like
It's getting late.
it's getting on like 11 p.m. ish.
Okay. Eli will go up to Marcus. Marcus, thank you for the hospitality and letting us look around. Greatly appreciated. It is getting late. My companions and I should probably be getting to bed and getting out of your hair.
Of course, I appreciate you looking into this. If you find out anything, please let me know.
Of course.
I do
we're-
miss Garrett a lot.
We are going to take some of his medicine for an experiment.
That's fine. Any help you need, anything you need, just let me know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Try to have a good night, Marcus. Be safe.
You as well.
And Eli will stroll out.
Rest of you guys going?
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys walk out, the door closes behind you, you are in the brisk, chill air of a nighttime taka. What do?
Well, gentlemen, shall we head? We get rooms at the inn already, right?
Yes, you had paid for rooms at the inn.
Okay.
I think 2
Well-
days worth.
Gentlemen, shall we head back to the inn and call it a night?
Okay.
We need to be sure to burn that medicine too.
Definitely.
Are you burning it as you're walking, or you're going to burn it when you get back to the room?
Back to the room.
Yeah.
Whatever it was came in through the window and got him, or used a window for something. So we're assuming that if we have a window, like the same opportunities are open to us, you know?
Sure. All right, so you guys make your way back to the Ghostly Oak Tavern.
Might want to make sure the windows. Oh, sorry. Might want to make sure the windows open a bit. Make sure that smell gets out there.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
You walk into the Ghostly Oak Tavern. You see the familiar bartender behind the counter. Looks to be that he's starting to wrap up for the night. Looks like there really aren't any patrons left at this point. He's just kind of wiping down some of the tables, and he gives you like a brisk nod, like a simple nod as you guys walk in. You make your way upstairs. I believe you guys only got one room, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right.
You make your way into the room. It's rather simple. There is a twin-sized bed that looks to be made of a mixture of feathers and straw. There is a nightstand next to the bed. There is what appears to be a small wooden table that serves as kind of like a makeshift desk with a stool in front of it. In one corner, there appears to be a small metal pan that has what looks like a stone surface underneath it. It looks to be it's like a heating stone bowl, if that makes sense. Basically, the best way I can explain it is it's almost like a pan that you're supposed to heat up because it has rocks in it, and you put that at the foot of the bed, and that's supposed to keep you warm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Makes sense? Like, if you've ever seen the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
There is a window. It is a single rectangular window. Very, very basic, very thin layer of glass. It can be opened.
Yeah, we're going to open it, put the medicine on the windowsill, light it, and then I know that during Ilo's watch, he'll be doing prestidigitation and all that.
All right, are you guys, like, swinging that window wide open? Because it is really cold outside.
As long as some of the...
It probably just cracked enough since we're burning them on the windowsill.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want the smell to get out, but we don't really want to freeze to death while we do it.
All right, so you crack the window sill, let's say, like, maybe an inch. You light up the bundle of herbs, and immediately you can see, like, the smoke wafting off of it. Zai, for you, it's a very familiar odor. And, yeah, it is burning away the odor. The smoke seems to be tendriling out through the crack.
Very good.
And occasionally blowing back into the room. Whenever the wind picks up, it kind of just...
Yeah.
Nothing from Bartimaeus.
The thing is, like, well, within 100 feet.
Yeah, if he's in 100 feet, you can do your transfer sight.
I will try to. Just to see what happens.
You transfer your sight. You can see through.
Oh.
You see him flying towards your window.
Like Eli snaps, like seeing himself almost, like he snaps out of it. Oh, Bartimaeus is actually heading this way.
Yeah, after like just a few seconds, you see him just flapping outside the window, and he hoots at you.
Yeah, he opens the window to let Bartimaeus in, and then puts it back too.
He hops on the windowsill, hops in the room onto your shoulder.
Bartimaeus, what is it? What did you see?
Just shakes his head.
You saw nothing.
Shakes his head again.
So you saw something.
No, shake, not nod.
So you saw nothing? No, I did not see nothing.
You should have nodded to that.
Yeah, you can't double negative when you're dealing with
Yeah.
Apple's Arch.
All right, you confused me.
Okay.
No, he didn't see anything.
Okay. Okay. Very well. Bottomus, we have an experiment that we're going to try. Circle the tavern. If you see anything, let me know. Call out to me mentally, and I may be awake. I may not be awake, but I'm sure that you can jar me awake. If you see anything strange coming towards the tavern, let us know.
So you're gonna have him hang out outside and keep
Yep.
watch? Okay.
Mhm. Just kind of circling the tavern from above.
Okay.
If
Are
we're
you
not
guys...
taking...
Yeah, are you guys taking watches or no?
Definitely.
I know that I am going to cast mage armor on myself before we go to sleep, so I get a good 8 hours of mage armor.
All right.
So
I'm doing one unseen servant as the ritual for an hour before I go to bed, and then I'm going to do it again when I wake up for my watch. And the unseen servant's just going to take a piece of cloth, basically, and waft it out the window.
And just kind of like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Get that smell out there.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I guess I'll take first watch.
very good.
Okay.
I can take. I mean, I can. I it doesn't really matter for me, honestly. I only need 4 hours.
Okay. I mean, I can take second.
Okay.
All right.
Eli
so...
goes and he goes into his little meditative trance.
All right. So Zai is taking first watch?
Yep.
All right. So Zai and Bartimaeus, I need perception rolls.
Ooh.
That is a 9.
All right. And for Bartimaeus, with advantage, because owl.
Advantage and perception. 18.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Bartimaeus continues to fly above the tavern. Doesn't seem to be setting off an alarm or anything like that. Zai, you are keeping watch. What are you doing while you're keeping watch? Are you, like, where are you? What are you doing?
I'm gonna be like sitting in a chair, staring at these herbs, because the smell reminds me of home, and I'm just kind of watching them slowly burn down. You know, just kind of reminiscing about home.
Makes sense. So you're kind of lost in trance. You're thinking about home and kind of missing the familiar odors and thinking about the good old days. You hear a knock at the door.
I'll startle a little bit and sit up. Then just kind of walk over to the door, open it a little bit, look through, see who's there.
You open the door, and there is nobody there. And I need you
What
to wait
the fuck?
1 second.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Eli, you're in a corner meditating, right?
Yep.
I assume Ilo is on the bed then?
Yeah, he's curled up in a little small section of the bed.
Ilo, does a 15 hit your AC?
Yes.
How do you get in? Or
Okay.
did get in?
Ilo, you awaken to a surprising amount of pain as you feel something very, very solid connect with the side of your head, and basically it feels like you are knocked sideways, like you can feel your head spinning. The world is spinning around you as you come to. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage.
That's a lot of it. Yeah.
That is a lot of it.
Not making any noise when he gets hit.
Yeah, Zai,
Yes.
you turn around
Yes.
hearing a loud boom, and then you hear a yelp from Ilo. Eli, you are awake at this point. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, fucking yes.
Do I see anything?
Yes,
Don't
I
worry,
will
I'll fix
describe it
that.
as soon as this is
Oh.
going.
Okay, I
Oh.
got a 19. It's a great +0 roll right there.
Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. So I get. Oh, I already changed it. Cool. Oh. Well, damn. There, 16. 'Cause I get to use intelligence.
Okay, so Zai got a 19. Eli got a 16. And Ilo got an 11.
These are all not really bad.
Alright. As you hear this loud noise, the three of you startle. You see standing above Ilo, currently holding Ilo in his grasp, or its grasp, I should say. There is this very peculiar looking creature, about 6 foot in length. Small figure, I guess you could say. The lower 3/4 of its body appear to be made of a white snake-like creature covered in mottled, dull scales. The torso and head appear to be that of a halfling. The arms are abnormally long and covered in thick brown fur with large fists, presumably from some sort of primate. The eyes are a milky white with no pupils. From the mouth are 2 long tusks that protrude slightly outward. The ears appear to be large and covered in dark fur, presumably from a bat or something similar. All along where these different seemingly creature parts are, you can see very clear signs of scarring and stitching.
Oh, what the fuck?
So it's like-
And currently it is holding Ilo in its grasp.
So it's like a chimera or something like that.
It
Like-
seems like it.
Just for a picture in my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And currently it is holding Ilo in its grasp. Ilo, you are considered grappled.
Okay, that's gonna be a big issue.
And it is... It's making like a growling noise at you all, and it looks like it's about to dart. Zai, it is your go.
It looks like it's about to dart while still holding Ilo.
Yep. It looks
I'm
like
gonna
it's about to
tackle
take Ilo and run the fuck away.
I'm gonna tackle it.
You're gonna try to grapple it?
I will.
I have a
Okay.
6 strength. I'm not gonna be able to get away from
Make
this.
Yeah,
either
you have.
a
so you can do
athletics or... oh no, athletics for you.
19.
Wow. That's a good one.
Neil, you can make acrobatics to get out of grapples.
Okay,
Hmm.
plus... okay, that's a 22.
Oh,
Dang it. Well, for flavor, I'd like lunge at the part that's a halfling and try to hold that to the floor.
Indeed you do. You end up trying to grab this thing and just kind of whiff it. It's very slippery, like a very similar to the serpentine body that it seems to have. It just kind of like weaves out of the way and dodges you trying to grab it.
And as it weaves out of the way, I'm an action surge and try again.
Sure.
do
go for
it!
19.
Come on!
21.
Oh
God
my
damn
god!
I rolled a 15, and that thing's got a +6 to that.
Okay.
All right. That is your turn then, Zai.
Oh shit.
Eli.
And then I want to position. Wait, I want to
Oh.
position myself in front of the window.
Currently, it's in that spot. You can try to contest it, so when it leaves, you'll have an opportunity attack.
I will do that.
Yeah, it's a very small room, so it's taking up a pretty large amount of space.
And switch over to my pike.
Your pike?
Yep.
All right. Eli.
Eli jars awake in a panic and tells Bartimus to come here. He was gonna want Bartimus to like just kind of like be by the window.
This is a test bit alert.
So that he can help whoever is going to be, I think, for Zai. So he's going to have him do the help action. And then he kind of scrambles and looks over, gets his cane, and points it at him, and casts... Oh, yes. Casts Sleep.
Are you doing the help action, or are you doing sleep?
Well, he's having Bartimus do the help action.
Oh, okay. All right. I misunderstood.
Okay, yeah. But he himself is casting Sleep on this creature. And I got 28
Spell
for the HP.
Creatures within 20 that you choose within range. Okay, 28 is the effect range.
Mm-hmm.
You...
Come on.
Hold on. You cast your spell, and you feel the magic send forth, but it doesn't seem to take effect.
God damn it. Damn.
Because we haven't even touched it yet.
So, here's a question for you.
What's up?
So the last part is it says Wait.
Undead and creatures immune
Okay,
to being
yeah.
charmed are in effect by the spell.
Yeah. I halfway misread that for a second. So would Eli have any inclination of this creature would this creature be some sort of undead due to this?
Make a Arcana check.
I can do that. 17.
No. Your best guess as an educated individual is that this would fall under the category of abomination.
Okay. Oh crap. Okay, that's his turn.
All right.
He's not gonna get close to this thing at all.
Creature holding onto Ilo. What's it gonna do? What would it do?
Let me go. Say he's sorry.
It would do that. I like that. No, not what you're saying.
I like that idea too.
Because yeah. Okay. As you all are standing there trying to halt this creature from grabbing Ilo and running, you see its milky white eyes begin to emit a faint white glow.
What?
And the next thing you know, the glow is gone and you can't see anything. The entire room is cast into pitch darkness. Ilo, you feel the world moving beneath you as you suddenly are hit with a brisk hit of fresh, cold air.
Can I still attempt to make my opportunity attack?
You can. It's going to be at disadvantage.
So normal, because I have advantage.
Yes.
Okay,
cool.
I want to use my pike and attempt to, like, drive it through this snake body and pin it to the floor.
I will say go ahead and make the attack. You're gonna have to make a contested roll against the creature.
Oh, 12. I don't know if that hits.
You take your pike and jam it towards where you know the creature was or where it might be. And all you feel is the whiff of air and then the impact of the tip of your weapon as it slams into the wood and stone.
Well, damn.
Ilo, you find yourself outside, and this creature is currently slithering away Still holding on to you.
Okay.
All
All right.
Oh no.
Speaking of Ilo, it's your turn.
So I've got one thing that I'm going to try to do before I try to make an acrobatics. And that is going to be...
Keep in mind the acrobatics would be an action.
I know. It's going to get far away from me. It's going to get far away with me if this fails. But that'll be my second move, I think. But first I'm going to do...
Dissonant Whispers.
That's a DC 12 saving throw. I need it to make wisdom.
Okay. This is a really big risk you are taking here.
It is, but if it works,
Then you might be good, yeah.
it has to move away from me.
All right, Dice Bard. Let's see how your dice does. That's a natural 17.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, you know what? I'm going to put my Dice Bard dice away because I'm kicking the shit out of you guys with this. Dice Bard dice, go in your box. I'm using the easy roller dice. Come here, D20. All right. Yeah, so you cast a spell and it seems to fizzle and the creature looks down at you and gives you like a
Oh, what the fuck?
Still takes 5 damage.
Fuck that guy.
takes half as much damage. Oh, yes, it does. All right, so it takes 5 psychic damage. All right, cool. It does. It takes that.
As a bonus action, can I do something with my unseen servant?
I don't believe you have a telepathic link with it, so no.
Let me read it. Hold on. On each of your turns as a bonus action, you can mentally commit it to move 15 feet. Is it with? Are we 15 feet out of range of it?
Move up in 15 feet. If you command the servant to perform a test, I move it more than 60 feet away from the spell. You're further than 15 feet away.
Fine.
Yeah, this thing has a lot further movement than that.
I'm gonna have it follow us best it can. As bonus action on all my turns. And it's still holding that cloth, basically, so it's going to be somewhat visible.
Right. Okay. Good to know. So your servant is going out the window.
Yep.
As for you two, Zai, it's your turn.
Can I see?
No, you cannot.
Can I jump out the window?
Okay. Make a... Let's say an acrobatics.
2.
Alright, so you take the full fall damage.
Yeah.
You are on the second floor, keep in mind, so you're not going to take that much.
Yeah, so that's like 10 feet.
You take 2 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. You try to roll, but you kind of just like fall on your ass.
So painful. Then I'm going to use my full movement and action to dash to like chase after the trail in the snow.
Alright, so
Which
you
I'm
can
pretty
move...
sure is hard to miss because of the giant snake in snow.
Your movement speed's 30. You can actually... Yeah, jumping out the window, the darkness dissipates. And you can see about 40 feet away is this odd creature booking it.
Yep, I'm going to go stand in front of it again.
Alright, you haul ass across this open snowy landscape and stand in front of the creature. And it seems very upset, and it just kind of...
And then I stand there for 6 more seconds while Eli takes his turn.
Yes, you do. Hey, Eli. What'd it do?
So the darkness is like, even having dark vision, it's dark.
Yep, this is magical
Magical.
darkness.
Oh, goodness.
You're aware of this spell. There's probably been many a prank done at the college
Yeah.
involving this spell.
I don't care for this at all. You give mine 4 lives. As this, I don't think this is going to work. Okay, so from where I was sitting... Oh, man, I do not need to be jumping out of a fucking window.
It's only a D6 if you really fuck up the roll.
A D6 is my hit die, though. Okay, Eli's gonna... yeah, he's gonna make his way to the window.
To the
And-
wall. I'll give you
What
my
the-
all.
He's gonna peek if the pop-ups would go away, and I would actually be able to read. There we go.
You're jumping out the window or you're sticking your head out?
Nope, I'm poking my head out the window, and I am gonna cast Firebolt at the creature.
It is in
Since-
range. And you can see poking your head out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
However,
That's
that
a
misses.
7.
You cast your firebolt out, and the creature, seeing it coming, just kind of and just like slithers to the side, avoiding it.
What's Owl Friend doing?
Yeah, Owl. Oh man, I should have had him do this first. Yeah. Artemis, hurry! Get over there and help Zai!
What is the flight speed of Bartimus?
What now?
What is Bartimus's flight speed?
Oh, his flight speed is 60 feet.
Okay, he could definitely make it then.
Yeah.
He flies over to where this creature is.
You're just like, ah! Okay, and
You're giving the help action to who?
to Zai.
Gotcha.
I think I'm gonna. I'll try to get out the freaking window. My old ass is gonna fall.
Alright,
Well,
roll me in
I'll-
acrobatics.
Yep, I'm gonna fall.
Alright.
Oh crap!
You also take 2 bludgeoning damage.
All right, that's not too bad.
The easy roller dice have been kind to you so far.
Yay!
Let us see how they do now, though. So, the strange creature, seeing that you are very persistent in not letting it go, is going to turn towards you, Zai, and it's going to hiss at you, and it's going to attempt to attack you. Twice, specifically.
Oh
Okay.
god!
It is going to attempt to bite you, and then it's going to attempt to slam you with its tail.
Okay.
The bite attack, that is... Does a 12 hit your AC?
It does not.
Okay, so first attack comes in trying to bite at your neck, and you just kind of parry it to the side with your blade. Or your pike.
About pike currently.
Okay. Just making sure. Second one, the tail comes swinging around towards you. Better. 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Alright, that is... Come here, dice. There you are. Okay. You take 4 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength check.
Check or save?
Or save, excuse me.
19. I like 19s.
Okay, the tail comes swinging across and slams into your legs. You grunt with the impact. However, you're able to maintain your footing.
Okay.
And... Yeah, no, that's it. It's
It's not
going
gonna
to
run away?
No, it's going to stay there and attempt to rid itself of its annoying pursuers.
Sweet.
Good.
Ilo, you are essentially
Okay.
holding on for dear life as you're being swung around like ah.
Lovely. Here's what I'm gonna do this time.
Yeah.
I'm still intent on trying to get it to let go of me.
Uh-huh.
So it didn't move last turn. Is the bonus action? Does my unseen servant make it over here?
No, your unseen servant is
How
slow
the
as
fuck far away are we?
40 feet.
Good lord.
It would arrive
Right.
next turn.
Never mind. I just tell it to fuck off and die, and then I'm gonna stab this thing twice.
In the background, you hear, "How could this happen to me?" Made my mistake." No.
Because you're as slow as Mr. Rot.
Alright, so what is Ilo doing? The unseen servant is not pursuing anymore at your command.
Ilo's going to try to stick a knife in between the bones and the wrist of the thing that's holding him.
Alright, make an attack.
17 for 7 damage.
That absolutely hits. You take your dagger and stab it into its arm where the wrist is.
And then
you
it's my
hear it
bonus
hiss
attack.
in
I'm
pain.
going to pull that and try to like move the
Oh.
bones. I'm going to pry on the bones with that to get him to let go.
I will say you can make the attack to do the damage regardless as long as it works. You're going to have to make a strength check if it succeeds.
All right, make an attack to see if what works.
Make the attack first to see if you're able to do the thing, and then make the strength check to see if you're able to actually pry.
Well, did I hit with that first dagger or not? Because that dagger is the...
The first one did, yes.
Yes, that's the one. I'm not using 2 knives, just the one.
Gotcha, I see. Okay,
so as
then
I'm
make
just doing the one stab, and then the bonus action would be to like pull.
Okay, so make a strength check then.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow.
You attempt to pry, and it's like
Sword in the
trying.
stone.
Yeah, it's like sword in the stone right now. You cannot get this thing to move an inch.
It's a beautiful -1.
Oh my god.
Good idea in practice. Just hard to execute, being who Ilo is. But you did some solid damage to it. Not bad. All right, top of the round, Zai.
I am again going to try to pin this thing in place using my pike.
All right, make the attack.
And now I can see it. Hopefully I hit.
And you have advantage.
Yeah, 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That absolutely hits. Make a strength check.
Strength check.
Allah is
6.
not
Oh my
having
God.
a great time.
Wow. All right, the easy roller dice loves you guys. That was a nat 1.
It lost to a 6.
Oh.
It did. You take your pike and jam it into the body of this creature, and it goes straight through and impales it into the ground. It's still capable of fighting, but currently it is considered grappled, we'll say.
Nice. And it takes 7 piercing damage from the pike.
Yes, it does.
Nice.
That being said, you will not be able to wield the pike then.
Of course. My glaive is always with me.
Right. Okay. Ilo is not having a great time. No, he is not. Eli,
So, Arch, I have a technical question for you.
what's up?
So, how long had it been since we started our watch?
I will say it's probably been about, 45 minutes.
Okay. So, not even the time of a short rest, then.
No.
Okay. Done. Okay, so Eli is gonna kind of shake some of the snow off. And he's going... Okay, so they're 40 feet away from the building,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
Okay. He's just gonna stumble up, brush the snow off, and he's going to cast Firebolt again since he doesn't have any spell slots.
Go for it.
A 23 to hit for max 10 damage.
Wow, yeah, you nail this thing in the back, and you hear it hiss in pain, just...
Yeah, I say, let the little kobold go, you abomination.
I have a name.
I know you have a name. It doesn't care, though.
All right, anything
Bartimus,
else?
try to help Ilo.
All right, so helping Ilo with the next one.
Imagine if you had heat metal.
Oh.
Cast on the pike.
All right, it is Old Man Power.
Old man
Old man
power.
Nailed it. All right, so it is now the creature's turn. Being that it is still determined and... Oh god, who did more damage this time around?
I think it was me.
Yeah, I think Kyle did.
Well, not between you. I'm talking about...
Oh, we did the same. We both did 7.
You did.
I did jam a pike through its whole body, though.
You did indeed. It is going to continue trying to beat the shit out of you, Zai.
Surprise!
It's going to, again, attempt to bite you and then thwack you with the tail.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, so first attack, it comes in with the fangs and tusks bared and bites into your shoulder, piercing through your armor. That is... Oh god, yeah, okay. Oh god. Alright, that is 8 piercing damage.
Ooh, baby.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to attempt to slam you with its tail.
Uh-oh.
14 to hit.
Oh, thank god, no, that misses.
Okay, its tail comes around, slams you in the legs, and you just brace for impact this time, not even feeling the hit.
My shoulder is bleeding profusely.
Yes, it is. And it is Ilo's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 more daggers out. And I'm gonna...
The first one you have advantage with.
How so?
From
You have
birth.
to help.
Because Bartimus is aiding you.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it at its face.
Do it. Oh God. Wow.
And then my...
Yeah, nope. And the second one is without advantage.
The same fucking thing.
No. You take both daggers and whiff them at this creature's face, and it just kind of leans back a little bit, and they just kind of...
So I'm down to 4 knives.
And it looks down at you with its milky white eyes and just glares at you.
That's fine.
You see bits of blood, Zai's blood dripping off the tusks. A few droplets of the blood actually kind of like drip on your face.
Oh.
Tastes like dragon.
Zai.
Yeah, I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
For 12 HP.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah, that didn't take me back up to full. I'm close, though. Okay, now that I'm not dying, I will take my glaive out and attempt to cut off this thing's arm where it's holding Ilo.
Go for it.
And glaive. 17 for 8.
Ooh.
That hits. Your glaive comes sweeping around and hits into the shoulder of the creature where the arm is. You see the blade of your weapon cut deep into the flesh, not enough to quite cut it off yet, but it definitely felt that one.
Okay. And then I'm done.
All right. Eli.
Eli's gonna stay where he is, and he's just gonna keep pelting this thing with firebolt.
Go for it.
Let's see, because I don't think I really have anything else I can do. Yep. So firebolt. Oh, it was max damage again, but it was only a 13.
You cast a firebolt, and this time the creature is ready for it and is able to kind of wriggle out of the way, and it just kind of...
Curse you! Artemis, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep helping Ilo get out of it.
Whew. All right. I feel like this came by real quick. It's the creature's turn again. This time it is glaring at Ilo and seems nonplussed by the fact that you are continually struggling and making its day that much harder. It's going to attempt to bludgeon you in the head with one of its fists.
Oh no!
And then the tail is going to sweep out at Zai.
Okay.
Alright, so first the fist at Ilo. That is a 5 to hit.
No.
Alright. So it attempts to bring its fist down on your head, and you kind of just like wriggle your head out of the way. And at the same time, the tail comes whipping around again, trying to knock down Zai to get him out of the way. Wow, come on. All right, I'm not using Easy Roller either. Get the fuck out of here. That was an 8 to hit.
I'm gonna have to say that misses.
All right, Easy Roller, go in the dice jail. I don't have a dice jail officially, but get in the dice jail. Come here, other dice bar dice. Give me the bag. Getting serious and busting out all the other dice. There we go. Nice big old collection. I think I'm gonna use the red and black ones here. All right. So that is its turn. Ilo.
Yeah.
What up? What is up, my brethren?
I am.
You should probably try to escape while you have advantage.
Let him do what he wants to do. This is Ilo's decision.
Ilo, try to escape first. Bartimus is trying to help you. He's a distraction. Use it to your advantage.
Whew. Do what Ilo would do, Neil. Go ahead, have fun. Do it.
This is your teacher speaking.
I just saw a good amount of blade hit that wrist, huh? Where my knife is about.
I hit the shoulder.
Yeah,
Shoulder.
Zai hit the shoulder.
Okay. Never mind. Yes, I'll try to acrobat out.
All right, go for it.
14.
Not bad. That is a no.
Probably rolled a 21 or something ridiculous.
Probably.
No, it got a 7. And then even with the modifier, it does not reach. Okay, so you are finally able to wriggle your way out of this thing's grasp.
Okay, by a fail, that's the creature
fail, not Ilo's fail.
Okay.
Right. Ilo, you are free. You are now dropped on the ground in front of this creature.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything
Bonus
else.
actions, that's it.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that's a bonus action.
If you're inspirations, but I think that's it.
Well, since we haven't had a long rest, I don't have them.
Alright. You people that have things that come back.
Yeah. I mean, you could move, couldn't you?
I don't really want to, though.
All right. Anything else then?
Nope.
All right. Zai.
Yeah. No longer needing to cut the arm off this thing as Isla has escaped, I will instead attempt to hit its torso with my glaive where I can presumably do more damage.
Okay. Make your attack.
22 for 7.
Wow. Yeah, you absolutely hit it. Your blade bites in deep into the chest of this creature, and you are splattered with a coating of what seems to be some black sludgy liquid.
Cool. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Good to know. Eli. This creature is looking, one might say, very injured.
Good job, Artemis. Now, get in position. Help me. Help distract him for me real quick.
Help me help you.
Yes. So he's going to have Bartimus aid himself.
All right, do it.
I don't see a
Advantage is top right. Don't use advantage plus, regular advantage.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. I was looking for
Advantage.
The firebolt. Are you fucking for real? The same goddamn thing.
I am
That's a miss.
sorry, but this creature at this point is not surprised in the slightest by your firebolts, and it just...
It's the cold. Eli's shaking. It's so cold out here. I don't have my coat on.
This is darn arthritis.
It's just cold.
Everyone else is almost dead.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I can't keep my arms still.
All right. Anyone else want to die? Let's see. This creature is going to, for the sake of the spear or javelin that's currently, or the pike, excuse me, that is currently embedded in its side, it is going to attempt to yank that out, which it absolutely does. So it rips the pike out of its body. You see a splattering of blood as it yanks it out. Well, I say blood, more that black sludgy liquid. And it tosses it on the ground and starts hauling ass.
Okay, I want to take my OA.
Yep, Zai and Ilo, you both get opportunity attacks.
19 for 10.
How do you kill this creature?
As it starts going off, I want to, painfully for me, jab my glaive into the ground, which slows it down just enough for me to, like, roll, grab the pike, and, like, stab it just underneath the heart up into it where it falls over dead.
Okay, so you perform this complex combat maneuver, rolling forward and impaling this creature. And your pike basically goes up into the chest of the creature, through the chest, and seems to suspend it in the air as it lets out its dying breath. Just... You are now out in the cold weather with a dead, weird creature.
I'm going to check my glaive for any cracks or chips or anything.
Seems to have held up so far.
Oh, good. Let's take care of it anyway later.
It's definitely covered in some nasty, sludgy blood stuff, which is not ideal.
Yeah, I'm going to clean my 2 weapons off.
What are you guys doing?
Eli comes, like, panting because of the cold. Oh, no! I was going to tell you not to kill it. It could have taken us to where it came from. It's really cold out here.
And I don't think we could have kept up with it too well.
Oh, I could have sent Bartimus or something. I mean, good job in killing it, but we could have. We needed to. Oh, we needed to find out where it came from and who created it. Oh, it's so cold.
I want to roll a survival, see if I can find any furrows in the snow of it coming to the inn.
Sure. Make a survival check.
10.
You're not really used to tracking creatures in wintry environments. It's a bit hard to see anything in the snow. Especially with the snow still coming down, it kind of covers up tracks pretty quickly.
Okay.
You see like a little rut in the ground of where it was traveling, but it quickly fades away and you lose the trail very quickly.
I want... Eli wants to do some sort of, like, probably investigation to start off with. He's examining the body. I mean, I guess it could be investigation or arcana or medicine or something. He's just looking over this body for any clue that would kind of point him in the right direction as to who might have created this. Maybe there was
an arcana check.
I like that. Oh my god. Dice. Like, every time I roll something I'm good with, it fucking sucks. Oh my god. I have a +7 to that, and I rolled a fucking 5.
Looking it over and trying to recall anything you can about whatever the hell this sort of creature might be, abominations in general. You're not positive on this creature specifically. You are aware that many abomination-type creatures are generally created, not born.
Right.
Typically, they are man-made, meaning humanoid-made. That's about all you're able to gather, is that this is definitely something that was man-made by someone or something.
Right. Yeah, which I already pretty much assumed at this point.
What direction was it going?
It seemed to be just kind of fleeing away from you guys. It looked like it was just heading north.
What's to the north?
Open plain and hills. Further north is Kaskazini, but that's a day's travel from here.
Yeah.
When you had described the creature, it was like a mishmash of body parts and creatures.
Correct.
What does it look like where each of those parts meet? Is it like actual tissue scarring, or is it like
Make
stitches?
an investigation. The higher you roll, the more I'm going to give you, and this is going to be a pretty important one.
All right, I'm gonna use my D8.
You do
Inspiration.
have stream die, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that D8.
All right, using the Bardic stream die D8 for Kyle.
That would be something that Ilo looks at too,
And if somebody,
because it's
Can-
meat.
well, do you want to? What is your investigation?
Not good.
Okay, you could
You can help him.
Yeah, you could help me and get me advantage.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so between the two of you searching, roll with advantage then, Kyle. Or sorry, Eli.
23. Okay. Do I even need to use the stream die then?
That is up to you.
Sure. The more the merrier.
Okay, roll the D8.
D8. Where is the 8? I cannot see the 8. A 6. So that's a 29.
You are very lucky that you used that Bardic dice.
Whew.
Okay. Looking over this creature and giving it your scholarly once-over, you look at where the creature, each of these different animalistic limbs are, and what you mistook for stitching and scarring seems to be more of what looks like these small black pins that are put into its body at the joints where these different limbs are.
Oh.
Pulling one out, it's pretty shallow. It's only about an inch in length for each of them. However, they go entirely around where these connectors are. You're actually familiar with these. They're a banned, illegal item that was once used in the alchemical practice in the medicinal arts. It was basically to act almost as like a tourniquets.
Right.
Similar in that sense where it's supposed to prevent the continued spread of something. The more you look at it as well, you can see that near each of these limbs, on the halfling's torso, as well as like on the head, where these animalistic parts are, there seems to be very small healing over like pin spots where it looks like there was like a needle or something that went in.
Eli is Eli is slightly shook at this. This is like he'll pull out one of the pins and kind of hold it up, and these are they're illegal. They're banned. You see right here, something has been poked here. It's healed over. It's like a needle of sorts. Whatever this.
Said the pins are banned. What are they used for?
Essentially, it's to spread or to prevent the spread of like a disease or something. Would I know why they're banned?
So something like what a doctor would use?
Roll me a history.
20.
You recall, because you've been alive for a very long time, you recall that these were banned about 150 years ago. Specifically because they were often used by necromancers as well as alchemists that were essentially trying to create
Right.
like think
Creatures
think
and
Frankenstein.
yeah. E.
So it makes sense in this context why they would be in this kind of an abominable creature.
Right. Well, usually these were used by practitioners of not so great practices, necromancers and alchemists that were trying to use these type of instruments to create horrible abominations. It prevented the spread of disease or whatnot. It kind of kept the parts separate, but joined them.
If it was used to do something like prevent disease, think it's something that a doctor might use.
Oh, most definitely. There were medicinal purposes for them, but the big use, unfortunately, became more necromantic and some other twisted creations. So, roughly 100 years or so ago, they were outlawed. They were banned.
Well, we happen to know a doctor who lives in this town who got a little bit nervous when confronted with some stuff.
We did.
You should probably take a couple of those pins as evidence.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely gonna take a good amount of them. We need to.
Kyle, did you point out where the thing was stabbed in?
Yeah, he would have pointed you said it was up by the around the ears and stuff.
Which part?
The heel, the needle mark.
They're at each of the parts where the bodies seemed connected.
Okay. Yeah, he would have pointed out you can see here and here.
I want to cut an ear off at wherever one of the points is.
Sure. You take a blade and are able to cut off the ear. It seems like a bat ear. Best you can tell, anyways.
Anything interesting around where I cut it?
It's not bleeding.
Oh.
Seems like the blood that was within it was congealed and nasty.
Oh.
Guess has something to do with those pins that were in there.
We should. There's this place didn't have a town guard or anything, right?
I'm keeping this ear, by the way.
Sure, add it to your inventory. One bat ear.
Yep.
We should do something with the body. We need to keep it safe until morning, so we can let the mayor know.
You said it was going north. Are there any houses around this area?
No. In where you guys are, because keep in mind the tavern that you were staying at was on top of a hill. There are no other buildings that are above ground.
Yeah.
But in terms of the underhomes, the rest of the underhomes are all in the south, east, and west. The tavern was on the more northern side.
Well, no one really comes to this part. We could just bury it with snow to preserve it, I guess.
I suppose so. I can have Bartimus watch to make sure no one comes and disturbs it.
Well, yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna bury this thing in the snow?
Yeah, easy enough task to do. Takes you maybe 10 minutes in total, just kind of shoveling and piling on the snow.
Mage hand.
Somebody make a survival check for me, and you can have the help action from whoever other two.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
16.
Bless me. Jeez, allergies. It begins.
It begins.
All right, 16. Yeah, it's not very hard for you to cover up and hide where the body is. There are a few bits where, like, this congealed blood is kind of, like, showing on the snow, but with the way it's snowing right now, it'll probably get covered up pretty quickly.
Okay, Bartimus, I need you to stay here for the rest of the night. You need to let us know if anyone comes over here to disturb the body. Do you understand, Bartimus?
Ooh.
Good boy.
Who?
At this point, Eli is like,
Yeah, your lips are starting to turn blue. Your teeth are chattering.
Yeah,
I throw my coat at him.
I'm glad one of us was prepared.
I hadn't prepared for bed yet since I had the first watch.
Ah.
You
I
go
appreciate
back
it.
up.
So what are you guys doing?
Inside.
Yes, inside.
Okay, you guys make your way back into the tavern. The barkeep is sitting behind the bar. Looks like he's reading, like, a book. And as you guys walk in, he kind of looks at you like... and then just kind of, like, shakes his head and goes back to reading.
None of us are injured all that much, I don't think.
Are you? Are you not?
No, I regained 12 HP in the middle of the fight.
How many are you down now? How
One.
hurt do you look? Oh, okay. Well, fuck you then. I need to cure wounds on myself because I have not a lot of hit points.
Hey, there you go.
I'm back up to full.
Awesome. You guys are back in the tavern. You go back up to your room.
Just real quick, we see the barkeep out there. Like, he eyes us. Did you not hear anything come in a few moments ago?
No, was I supposed to be hearing something?
We just heard a knock at our door. Didn't see anyone outside the door, though, so...
It might have been a rat or something like that. I'll have to go pick up my neighbor's cat, see if I could get that taken care of. Don't worry about it.
Eli gets
Eli's
this.
arm. I think Eli's arm start leading him up the stairs.
Yeah, Eli does. He has this look on his face, and he puts his hand and his finger up in the air, and it's like, it's not worth it. Yeah, go upstairs.
All right, you guys go back in the room. The herbs are still slowly burning away in the windowsill. The window is wide open. It's very cold in the room. The darkness has gone away.
Eli is going to mage hand flick that mess out of the window and close the window and get this place warmed up.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take very long to get the room back to a decent temperature. The herbs go flying out into the darkness of night.
He'll probably have like a firebolt in his hand to start like warming up.
Oh, you guys have that the pan that with the stones.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you get that going. The room starts to warm up.
Good. And Eli goes to meditate.
Okay. What about you other two?
I don't think Ilo has anything to do.
Well, I guess it's still my watch. So feel free to go to sleep if you want.
Okay.
All right. For the sake of brevity, the rest of the night goes by uneventfully. Bartimus doesn't come back to alert you of any disturbance of the body. Daytime comes around. It is a dreary, cloudy day. It is still kind of flurrying with little gusts of wind here and there that kind of take your breath away if it hits you at the wrong angle. Which I feel like is a phrase that only me living in the Northeast would understand.
Let's see. I'm gonna not prepare that spell today. I'm gonna
What are you guys doing?
prepare.
We need to go look at the monster and drag it to the mayor's.
I'm gonna go eat breakfast.
Yeah, you guys make your way downstairs. There is breakfast readily made by the bartender. He just kind of passes it over to you.
Arch, did you say that the creature was some sort of aberration? Was that a word that you said?
Abomination.
Abomination?
I think that's the technical term is aberration. I've been fucking it up and calling it abomination.
Okay, yeah. I just needed to know for preparing a spell.
Wizardy shit. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I am good.
All right.
How long does that last? Duration up to 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Eli's gonna head down and grab a bite to eat. He'll probably try to eat like pretty quickly. He's in mission mode. He'll probably actually get like an extra something little thing to bring Bartimus, since he's been out in the cold all night.
You guys have a hearty breakfast to recuperate after the very challenging night, and the day is yours.
Eli heads straight outside to check out Bartimus.
You see Bartimus just kind of flying around up above. He comes down as soon as you approach and just kind of lands by you.
Eli will extend his hand and give him the little snacks that he's brought him. Bartimus, did you have anything to report? Anything else try to disturb the body?
Shakes his head no.
Very good. Gentlemen, shall we start uncovering the body?
Why? What are we gonna do with it once we uncover it?
Bring it to the mayor, of course.
And what's he gonna do? We have a body of some monster. He'll say, good job, but we have no proof that this is really tied to anything to the abductions.
Well, he needs to know what we're doing. I don't want to take it to the doctor if the doctor is a suspect.
Yeah,
we should let the mayor know.
I mean, if you want, I just don't think he's gonna be able to do much.
He won't be able to, no, but at least he will know where we're going next. If something were to happen to us.
Works for me, I guess.
All right.
I think we just need it for proof. Just to show that we have some sort of lead and that progress is being made. And though I don't want the doctor, which I assume we are going to investigate more, I don't want him to try to accuse us of harassing him with no proof. And then somehow he would have done away with the body while we were off investigating him.
Well, we need to ask someone about whether they've seen these pins around with anybody. Is there anyone else that we trust besides the person who is paying us a bunch of money to be here?
I would imagine not.
No, but I don't think it's a good idea to drag this body through the middle of town. We should probably bring the mayor out here.
What's wrong with dragging bodies through the middle of town?
That's probably a good idea.
Look, reasonable party members. I'm so happy.
I can go fetch the mayor. I feel like someone of your stature would be better suited making sure that no one came to disturb the body. I'm sure by now its creator will be wondering where it is.
I can hang out here until you get back.
Bartimus, shall you join me? And Bartimus comes and perches on Eli's shoulder, and he strolls over to the mayor's house.
Okay.
Knocks on his door with the handle of his cane.
Ilo and Zai, you guys are hanging out by where the body is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And then Eli. So Eli, you make your way over to the mayor's abode and knock on the door, and after a moment you hear, "Yeah, give me a moment, hang on." You hear some scrabbling within, and the door swings open. You see the familiar halfling standing in front of you. "Oh yeah, it's you, what's up?"
Good morning, Mayor. You might want to put your coat on and get some shoes on.
Any chance it can wait? I kind of am about to head out to the quarry. We kind of need to make sure that the workers are doing their job and all that. No income. We can't really sustain.
Right. I understand, but you need to see something. It will only take a few moments of your time, and then you will get back to your day. I assure you. But we have made some progress.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. Fuck me. Yeah, that's about right.
Wow. Okay. You got 5 minutes.
Perfect. We just want to show you something.
He goes back inside, and you hear some scrabbling about. And after, 2 minutes, he comes out wearing a thick fur coat.
Very good.
Where are we going?
Just down the street to right outside the inn. As he's walking, he's telling the mayor about what happened the night before, how they got attacked by this weird creature, and that he needs to see it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem convinced. He seems kind of incredulous of there being some weird, abominable creature traveling about the landscape freely.
And he's just he doesn't care about that at all. He's used to he's used to proving people wrong. He's used to showing them the facts.
Sure. So it takes you a few minutes to get to the mayor's place and then back to there. In the meantime, Zai and Ilo, you guys are keeping watch over the body and just kind of keeping watch of your surroundings. After a minute or two of waiting, you see the doctor walking down between two hills that are, let's say 200 feet away. He seems to be making his way towards one of the nearby hovels, and you see him going to knock on the door. You see the door open up, and inside you can see what looks to be a pretty burly-looking half-orc, wearing what seems like a fur, tunic. It seems like very casual clothes, and the doctor says something which you guys can't hear. He steps inside of the house, and the door is shut behind him. About 2 minutes later, he comes back out. Both of you make a perception check.
That's 12.
Yeah, it's an easy roll. Both of you notice that, on his belt, he has, several pouches, and you notice as he's coming out, it seems like he's a pouch lighter than, when he went in. And, as he's walking away, he sees you guys and walks towards you.
Okay, just a second. Thinking back to Garrett's house.
Yeah.
Did Garrett have a pouch for these herbs that he had, or they had?
Not that you saw.
Okay. That's it.
He comes walking over to you guys and he goes, "Good morning."
Ah, doctor. Morning to you too.
Are you
What?
suspecting the snow of committing crimes?
Maybe.
Well, you never know where stuff's gonna come from. Plus, I haven't been north before. It's real nice out here. The air's so clear and crisp.
It's, certainly a change of pace from the Freelands, I'm sure.
That a patient of yours right over there?
Over at, yes, it's just another one of my, patients that I take care of course.
Such a shame that diseases are so common.
Well, such is the way of life, and, look at the state of this town. Is it any wonder they don't have anyone to practice, medicinal arts in a magical manner, and I am by no means a spellcaster myself. I just do what I can with what is available.
Can I insight on when he talks about the people in the town, whether he's talking down at them or whether he is...
Go for it.
Whether he enjoys being here or not, kind of,
Absolutely. Make an insight.
The kind of mood that he's talking about the people with. 7.
Hard guide to read. You're not really sure. He seems to be in good spirits, anyways.
Doctor, I just remembered.
Yes.
Won't be a good day for me to come by, see if you could do something, get me some medicine.
Well, I mean, if you're free and willing, I was just making my rounds. I should be done in about an hour or so. If you would like to make an appointment, so to speak.
That would be lovely.
Of course. If you would like to just meet me in my office, then by all means.
Well, I'll see you then. Wouldn't want to hold you here. I'm sure you're a busy man.
Yeah, of course. People to tend to, sick to cure. Well, see you then.
Good day to you.
And he starts walking off. Not even a couple minutes later, you see Eli and the mayor approaching, and you can hear the mayor going, "So you're telling me that there's some weird-ass creature that's wandering around here with creepy monster claws and all that sorts of shit, and it's just grabbing people?"
Yes, Mayor, that is a... Now, I don't think that the creature is acting of its own volition. It seems... well, I would assume that it's mostly mindless, that it's following the orders of its creator.
If you say so.
I do say so, Mayor. I am not a man to joke. I'm a
I'll take your
scholar.
word.
I am all about the facts. I assure you.
You guys walk up to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Alright, what's all this about? Why are you dragging me out here?
I just want to start uncovering this thing.
Yeah, it takes you only a few moments. You start unburying the body from the snow, and you hit
The body's gone. Fuck.
No, the body is still there. You see the body, like, partially frozen over at this point, and the mayor goes, "Oh, God, you were telling the truth about that?"
Why? Sir, why would I lie about this kind of thing?
He holds up an arm in front of his mouth, like, warding off, like, "What the
Sir,
fuck is it?
It doesn't smell. You don't have to...
It could have diseases or some shit."
Well, it's a funny thing that you should say that. And he'll pull out some of those pins. Do you know what these are?
He looks at him. No, what the fuck are they? They look like little thumbtacks.
Is there like a term, an actual term for them?
Black pins.
I know I had them. Hang on. Let me look at my notes. Hold on.
I want to start pulling pins out and just like tossing them into a bag.
Yep, here it is. They're stopper needles.
These are called stopper needles. Have you ever heard of them?
I can't say that I have, no.
Well, roughly 100 years ago, they were banned and marked as illegal. They typically stop diseases from spreading. They're also used to join things. As you can see, they were used to join the different parts of this creature. As for diseases, they kind of prevented them. But also, it is very, very, very cold out here. I don't think you have to worry about diseases out here. Whatever, if it had any disease, I'm sure that whatever organism in it was frozen over a long time ago. But these things were outlawed, marked illegal, due to the excessive use of them by necromancers and alchemists who took to playing God.
That sounds like a very concerning problem. How are you fixing it?
Well, would you have any, well, we have some suspicions, but would you have any idea of where someone could get these? Or if you know of anyone who has been getting these?
I can't say that I have, no. That's, as far as I'm aware, this town don't really have, like, a black market or nothing. If it did, I would have gotten rid of it a long time ago, you know?
Right, of course. Well, you should know. And he looks over to Eli and Zai, like with a maybe like a look of. He's looking for a look of assurance before he continues to say. Like he's gonna say, you should know we're investigating the doctor, but he's gonna look.
I'm gonna shake my head. No.
Okay.
We have someone we think it might be, but we can't very well go around just giving false accusations. Don't want to color people's opinions on innocent men.
Make
Or
persuasion.
women. Persuasion?
Yep.
Persuasion. 13.
Normally I would be highly against that sort of thing, but I can kind of understand where you're coming from with that. I understand, because if you told me it was someone and then it turned out it wouldn't be, I don't know if I'd be able to really recover from that sort of shock to my system, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Get rid of that body, because I don't want fucking wanted around town. I don't need the locals being scared and start spreading rumors and shit.
Of course.
And get this shit fixed. Figure out what the fuck is going on.
Well, we're working on it.
And thank you once again for your time, Mayor. You can be on your way.
Alright. He walks off.
Think.
Oh, I'm gonna collect all the pins out of it.
Well, if we go to the doctor, I could try to charm him.
I could just distract him for a while since I already have my appointment set up. While you two look around a little bit. You can charm him if it gets desperate.
Okay.
I think that's a fine idea. Remember, Ilo, magical charming can be dangerous.
I know all about it.
How many pins do I get?
I think that if he is not the bad guy, he will be understanding of the fact that we used it against him because of if he likes his people or not.
In total, you get 110 pins.
Oh boy.
Hey, adding those.
So should we dispose of the body real quick?
Well, I would say yes, but I can't really think of any way to do that.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is like burning it, but that would take a while.
That's true. Arch, how long would it take to burn if I just like breathed it all over it?
Oh.
Probably not that long. The body would probably catch pretty well. It is currently like half frozen solid because of the weather. So it would end up taking a little bit longer. Probably in total about like 15 minutes. Obviously you can't maintain your breath weapon that long. You'd have to have like a steady fire going.
Yeah. Well, I think if we could thaw it out at all, I might be able to take care of it, but as it is, I can't really make that much fire.
Worst barbecue ever.
So you guys assumably burn this thing over the 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, I can firebolt. Like,
yeah,
you know.
We'll firebolt to thaw it out a little bit. Then once I think I might be able to at least get it most of the way done, I'll breathe fire all over it.
All right.
Just my fire breath.
Mark down that you've used your fire breath.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you burn up the body. It smells horrible.
Oh.
Like the odor of burning flesh and fur.
I wonder why it smells like that.
Yep, it's horrible. And the body is gone. There is no remnants.
Just an ear.
There is an ear which you possess. Now, what would you guys like to do?
So we still have like 45 minutes till the doctor said he'd be back, right?
Yep, until you're supposed to meet him at his office.
Alright. Well, we can head over to the doctor's office now. He's not supposed to be back for another 45 minutes or so. So that gives you two time to look around. I'll stand outside the door as if I'm waiting for my appointment.
Well, why don't we go talk to the other patient? The green one.
Ah, that half-orc guy who was over in that house there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could, but, I mean, what's that really going to tell us? That he's sick, doctors treated him, probably herbs.
I mean, we won't know unless we go talk to him. It's not like we don't have time.
That's true, I guess.
Unless you have something better to spend your time on besides waiting at the doctor's door.
Well, I mean, I'd be waiting. You two would be in there looking around.
I think that is not a bad idea. That gives us roughly 45 minutes to investigate.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Going to the orc's house.
You're going to the orc's house, the half-orc.
Yes, I think. Unless someone objects.
Nah, we can stop by there.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the house where you saw the doctor go in. You knock on the door, and after a moment, you hear a, "Yes, can I, who is it?"
I nudge Ilo.
We are trying to find help
Night, y'all.
with
I'm
something
DD.
involving some of the missing people. Just wanted to ask a question or two. That's all.
You wait a moment, the door opens up. Standing in front of you, you see the half-orc with the fur tunic, wearing simple, like, linen pants, currently barefoot. And something that you missed earlier was up close now. You can see that all along this half-orc's, like, his throat going up to, like, the jawline and going underneath his shirt is what seems to be a very weird-looking rash. The skin seems to be reddish and inflamed. You see him kind of, like, having to, like, refrain from itching at it every so often. You said you were here for the missing people?
Yes.
Alright.
Did you know any of them?
I mean, not personally, no. I know a lot of them were working down in the quarry like I am and all that. Beyond that, though, there's no, I don't really know any of them personally, though, to be honest with you. It's kind of just like, it was one of those, like, coworker things where it's like, "Hey, what's going on, buddy?" And you're like, "Hey, what's up?"
How long have you been receiving medicine from the doctor?
I mean, not that long, really. This rash hole thing kind of broke out about, like, 2 weeks ago. I've been taking this medicine that the doctor been giving me, and seems like it's kind of helping. Slow going, but I think it's working.
Burn some herbs. Feels better after that.
Yeah, it helps out. It makes it so it's less painful and all that.
Yeah, those are real good. From the Freelands,
Oh, I didn't even know. I've been living here my whole life.
Well, been a pleasure talking to you. We'll be on our way now. We don't want to inconvenience you too much.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Good luck finding whatever the hell's going on.
And good luck getting over that rash.
Thank you, buddy. Door closes.
Okay, so we know that doctor's giving him some of that herb stuff. Maybe next target?
Maybe. It's recent.
Maybe he's giving it It's almost like that's his kind of go-to remedy for everything, is that to give everyone this herb. I don't know if it's a way to mark a target or if it's something that he's... Excuse me. Or if it's something he's using to prep his targets.
Well, I hope we have the right guy at least. Would hate for him to be accidentally marking targets for something else.
Well, if it
Yes.
was prepping and not marking, then how did we attract one?
That is true. We would have
We're
only
just
gotten one dosage of it.
We just got here.
Right.
Unless we were marked specifically by the doctor for asking questions.
That could be true as well.
And either way, still the one suspect.
Right. I think we should head to this doctor's place and try and scope it out for a little bit.
Do you want to end the thing with kind of a blatant telling him about what's happening? Do you want to keep things from him? Do you want me to charm him?
I think charming should be our plan B, as to put it.
You should probably look around so you can find anything incriminating. Then, once you do that, then we can figure out what to do next.
Okay.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I think we're gonna head to the doctor's office, house, place, wherever it's called.
All right. You, following the directions the doctor gave you the day prior, you make your way over a few hills, and you find yourself in front of a hill with a small wooden fence around the front entrance, with a sign, plain for all to see, that says Dr. Colin Stillwater. And currently there are no lights on in the windows in the front.
I would like to knock anyway, just to be sure.
You walk up, give a quick knock, just a... Wait a few seconds, a minute goes by, you don't hear anything.
Alright. Well, it doesn't seem like it's in. Might be best time for you to get in there and look around.
Okay.
I'll stand up here, keep watch. If he comes in, I have a reason to be here at least.
I'm gonna unlock that door. I'm pretty sure.
Do you have thieves' tools?
That's what I was looking at. Like, I'm a fucking pirate.
Well, pirates are not thieves.
Not
in the same sense.
Just trying to look and see. Because I wrote something dumb in my background, and I think it is sailor. And I'm trying to figure out if they have proficiencies with those.
They don't.
They don't?
No.
Let's see. Is there a window?
There are 2 windows.
All right, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
outside
there you go.
inside, and then unlock the door from the inside.
That's what I was about to do.
Okay. You cast Mage Hand inside of the room. It goes over to the door and unlocks it, and the door opens up.
Breaking and entering is way too easy with magic.
You guys can wait here, maybe? Unless one of you wants to come in. I'm small, I can hide.
Yeah, I will go in with you.
Okay, well.
If anything happens, then Bartimaeus to come get me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Bartimaeus stay out here with you, and if something happens, then I'll transfer my consciousness to him, and he's just gonna like freak out. He's just gonna squawk and flap his wings like crazy.
Okay, keep that in mind.
Okay, so Zai and Bartimaeus are staying outside. Eli and Ilo are going in.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Eli and Ilo, you make your way inside of this office, close the door behind you. Inside, it's a pretty decent hovel, we'll say. big square room in the center. There is what appears to be a desk with a few sheets of parchment on it, as well as a inkwells and a quill. Along the back wall are several shelves, bookcases of books. There is what appears to be a few shelves along the left and right walls containing various empty vials. There are what appear to be a few instruments that you're not entirely sure what they do, but they appear to be of a doctoral-like nature. And off to the right, there is also a doorway that leads into what seems to be like an examination room. Inside, you see there's just a stone table, and basically what looks like just a garbage bag, or like a garbage bin.
Okay. You want to read? Do your thing? Okay, I'm gonna look around.
Try to find anything hidden.
Something he would hide big monsters in, yes. I got it.
Well, I'm thinking like maybe like a hidden door, or like a cellar.
Mm-hmm. That he would keep a big monster in.
A big monster or prisoners or something. Yeah, Eli's gonna search through the notes, paper.
Make a investigation. You're checking out like the stuff on the desk, right?
Yeah.
Make an investigation.
God damn it.
Looking through, the best you can tell is these are some notes of his on some of the patients in the town. One sheet seems to talk about this patient has a runny nose and a fever. This one seems to have a rash that broke out along the neck and the chest, which he recognized to be the half-orc. Similar papers that just seem to be like files on the different patients and the treatment plans.
Okay. I don't see anything really worth note here.
Okay. I'm going to use I can do a perception in both rooms. Check both rooms out.
If you're looking for fine details, it's going to be investigation.
Okay.
How much time do we have here? How much time do we think we have here?
Roughly 40 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual, so it'll take 10 minutes.
Okay.
But so while Ilo is investigating, looking for things, I'm gonna be doing ritual Detect Magic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get in like the center of the area so I can get a better radius.
Okay. And Ilo, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm gonna check both of the rooms out. Investigation.
All right, give me an investigation.
Oh, I had it going to myself. Damn it. One sec. It was a 17, but let me... Well...
And where are you looking specifically? What are you checking for?
Along the walls and floorboards, for hollowed out... Because I've been tunneling, yeah? I've done that before.
It's all stone.
Yeah. So, I'll look for any strange marks, hollowed out places in the floor, if there's areas of the floor that aren't stone. Just kind of any storage places, I think, rooms first of all, and then kind of details of strange struggle second.
Sure. Checking around the room, you are investigating, you check out the floors, you check out the walls, see if there's any seams or anything that seems out of the ordinary. Best you can tell, it doesn't seem like there's anything peculiar. You do find that off to the side where the examination room is, the stone table, there's actually like storage underneath, which you guys missed at first. And underneath there, you see what seems to be like some pieces of cloth, as well as what seems to be like a rubbing alcohol, a few like cotton swabs, things of that nature.
Okay. I'm gonna go back.
Okay. In the meantime, Zai and Bartimus, you guys are keeping watch, and about 5 minutes in, you see the doctor approaching, and he kind of waves at you as he's walking up, and he goes, Zai, I thought we weren't supposed to be meeting for another... Looks up at the sun, looks down at the ground. About 35 minutes or so.
I'm gonna walk up to him away from the door.
Yeah, let's say you're waiting, like, outside the fence.
Yeah.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, you're back early. I didn't have anything else to do. Thought I may as well just wait around.
I understand. Forgot something in my office that I needed to grab one of the treatments for one of the patients. Did you want to come in? I can just take care of you real quick if it's not a big issue.
Yeah. Let me just come in. Hey, that's a weird owl up there.
I'm sorry, what?
I thought I just saw a bird. trying to get his attention. Tell him to do anything.
Make a deception check.
Deception check?
Yeah, deception.
Did the bird really not let you know?
Right there. It's an 11.
He looks up. Yes, that appears to be... Wasn't that the bird that was with your other friend, the professor?
I mean, sure looks like the same kind, but I can't ever tell any of these stupid birds apart. They all look the same to me.
Well, I couldn't tell you either, to be honest with you. Animals were not really my field of study.
Yeah, me either. Usually I just hit pieces of metal with a big hammer.
Well, somebody has to do it.
So, how your rounds been going?
Kind of raised my eyebrow at you.
Is this stupid owl doing anything?
What was the command that you were giving the owl?
Let us know if it was anywhere around.
Well, it was if we found, because I have to transfer my consciousness to him. He can't do it in reverse.
He can make lots of noises though.
Yeah, he could do
if
that.
If you didn't command him to, though.
No, yeah, like the command that was like "stay with Zai," it was more of a way for me to communicate to you that we found something in there, not the other way around.
Eh.
Which, hindsight 2020.
Rounds were fine. Need to make sure that my patients are well taken care of. That's why I came back. I need to make sure I have everything I need. Would you like to step inside then?
Of course.
Alright, well, this way then. And he starts walking up to the front door.
And as we get close to the front door, I'm gonna trip over myself like I'm feeling a rush of fatigue and ram into the door.
Okay.
Where it makes a whole bunch of sound.
Yeah, you slam into the door, and he goes, "Oh my God, are you all right?"
With the clatter of chainmail.
he like goes over and like he's trying to help you get up and everything.
I kind of like grab his arm for support and like pull him down to the ground.
Oh my God!
Make a deception.
Deception?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey, can Well, no, I'm gonna never mind.
Well, I'm gonna resolve this, and then we're getting to you guys.
I'm rolling a d8.
Yeah, do
You're
it.
using your stream?
Yeah, so that's 15.
Okay, D8 Onyx gone. Okay. He falls down alongside. He's like, "Oh, you need to calm down. Calm down. Let me take a look at you. Hold on."
Sorry, Doc. Just it's fatigue. Barely stand right now.
While this is going on, Eli and Ilo, you're inside investigating, and you just hear, "Oh my God! What is happening? Are you all right?" Like right outside the door.
And you hear, "Sorry, Doc." Going full Southern Belle, fainting.
Eli, in the middle of this spell, just drops it. "I know we have died.
I'm gonna go out the window. You should probably do that too.
Isn't the window is there a back window?
No, there is the window that's in the side room. The inspection room.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go do that.
Okay, are you guys just jumping through the window, or like, are you trying to be stealthy about it? Like,
Oh, stealthy.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it's not a window we're just gonna pop out and they're gonna see us, right?
right, because the hills are
Okay.
round, so like you're not going to be immediately in view unless you royally screw up the stealth. roll.
Because the window's not gonna be on the wall that the door was. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to see to cast Mage Hand to unlock it.
right,
So the window is adjacent from where they would have normally seen us come out.
It's
So
on
we're
a-
good.
it's on a
We're good to go
curve.
out the window.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sneak out that window.
all right, both of you make stealth.
Use some inspiration.
Neil, you have a D6 and a D8 still.
I'm gonna use my D8.
And bardic inspirations as well.
You have the all right. So Neil
Yeah,
uses the
I'll give
D8.
him bardic inspiration because I have those now.
All right. So Eli, you get to add a
Oh, fucking
An 8.
wowzer!
wow.
Eli becomes one with the shadows.
Oh no, I think that was Neil's the D8 from
Yeah.
the Bardic stream.
Oh, that O'Neill
Yeah,
was rolling.
you have to roll
Oh,
yours.
oh.
Yeah, you
Oh.
get a D6.
Okay. I was supposed to say, goddamn. 3, so that'll put me at a 17.
All right, rolling with
17.
disadvantage because Zai is being a fucking idiot. Good
It's my
thing too.
specialty. It's my specialty. Being an
Okay.
idiot.
Yeah, you guys are able to quietly and stealthily make your way out of the side window in the examination room. Just as the
mage
doctor,
hand pull the window closed.
yes, just as the doctor is getting up and brushing himself off, he's like helping Zai up to his feet. He's like, "Hey, come now, come on your feet. We have to get you inside before I can treat you. Not
I'll
treating you
just
out in the
kinda, like,
cold."
I'll just lean on him and kind of stagger in with him.
We'll round the corner. Just like, oh, hi.
So you're gonna like just walk around the corner.
Yeah, we're out.
nonchalant?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we've closed the window.
Yeah.
We're in the clear.
All
we
right.
don't have anything on us or anything.
You guys
Yeah.
walk around the corner, and he's like, "Oh, good. Your friend here is having some problems. Please help me bring him inside."
Oh, goodness.
You
I would help.
guys,
I'm so small.
you guys help.
Well, we
usher
can both
the-
mage hand. That's like 20 pounds that we can help with.
Oh, so much help. You guys help your ailing friend.
My friends are so kind.
Yep. They can support 20 pounds of your weight.
Hey, listen, I've got an 8 strength. Ilo has like a 6.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys
That's
are so
like-
good.
So
That's like
this
almost- It's like almost a third of the weight of my armor.
yeah, I mean, so our mage hand is actually helping a lot better than our actual physical strength could do.
Right. So you make your way into the doctor's office. He closes the door behind you and brings you into the examination room, lays Zai down on the table, and goes, right, give me a moment. I need to, well, I need to get my things together so that I can try to treat you as best as I can. Zai, and he's looking down at you. Breathe in and out. In through the mouth, out through the nose. There you go. All right, keep doing that. I'm going to be right back, okay?
Okay, Doc.
And he leaves you guys in the examination room and goes back into the main office area.
Ilo's gonna run up your shoulder and just whisper into your ear. I mean, I went through this place with a fine-tooth comb, did not find anything. So, and then hop back down.
All three of you make a perception check.
Crit.
Oh,
17.
23. Ah, fucking yeah.
All three of you, as you're like having this quick little Travis, no, what are you doing? Go on the chair. Your fans await you. Get back up on here. Your fans can't see you down there. Go up. We're almost done with the stream. Come on. Oh boy. All three of you hear what sounds like the grinding of stone. You hear, and then 2 seconds later,
I turned to Hilo. You sure you found everything? Sounds certainly like there's something out there.
I rolled a nat 20.
And you checked all the obvious places for secret doors, right? Like behind bookcases and stuff?
That's what I told him.
Like along the walls and the floorboards, yeah.
Do we hear or see where this noise is coming from?
You hear it coming from the main office room.
Which is where... That's when we first walked in?
Yes. There's only 2 rooms.
Hey, that's what I thought. He just kind of
Eli,
leaks out there.
you want to go stand in that room for him to come back and then use the excuse like you're trying to find water or something for me?
Sorry, say again?
You want to go stand out in that room for him to come back, and then if he asks, it's like you're trying to find water?
Yes, I can do that.
You know, for the sickly dragonborn laying on the table.
Yes.
So what are you doing?
He's just gonna wander out into that room, and looking for water.
What are you actually looking for?
Well, I'm trying to figure out where the sound is coming from.
Make another investigation. This time the DC is a bit lower.
Okay. Come on, baby. 16.
That will do.
Oh.
You looking around and using what knowledge you have and going based off of what the others just said, you check out the bookcase very specifically, since nobody actually checked that out when you were there.
Along the walls
I
and floorboards.
specifically said the bookcase.
Walls, floorboards are not bookcase.
I specifically said I was looking for strange marks on the ground as well.
Eli looks, just kind of glances back at Ilo. I said to look at the bookcases, goodness.
You would think that a sliding bookcase would make some kind of mark on the ground, but what do I know with my nat 20? Fuck me.
Looking around, you find that one of the books on the back bookshelf is peculiarly out of place. It seems to be protruding slightly outward and seems to be kind of leaning forward at an odd angle. And the cover, the binding of it doesn't seem quite right.
Balancing of the scales.
Oh.
D4s for Kyle and
Yeah.
Neil. D6s for Kyle and Onyx.
D4s for Kyle and Neil. D6s for Neil and Onyx, was that? Oh, Kyle and Onyx. Okay.
Okay,
D4s
so
for
D4s.
Kyle and Neil. So, D4 for Kyle and Neil.
Yeah.
And then D6s for Kyle and Onyx. Thank you very much. That is appreciated.
Thank y'all.
Kyle and Onyx.
Woo. I'll use them.
Oh no, that's a D8.
I'll take a D8.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Jess. I appreciate it. Yeah. So that is what you find.
And I don't see the doctor.
You do not.
Well, according to my personality trait, there's nothing I like more than a good mystery.
This is definitely a mystery.
You said this book is already like out of position, right?
Right. And the weird thing is the spine for it doesn't look like it's like a leather-bound book or anything like that. It looks like it's almost made of like
wood or
Stone.
something, stone. Okay.
painted stone, it seems like.
Ew. Oh man, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna make a mental note of this. I'm gonna remember this book. I don't think I want to do anything with this yet. Eli's just gonna make his way back into the room and let them know. I found the I know where the sound is coming from.
Oh?
I think there's something behind the bookcase. One of the books was out of place, and it wasn't a book. It was, I think it's a lever of some sort.
Well, I guess that if Isla didn't find anything, it's probably a door that swings in or something.
Do you want to act now on this? We could go in there and corner him. Obviously, he has something that he wants to hide.
Well, right now we don't know what's down there. If we just walk down there and he's completely innocent, we're gonna have to do a lot of explaining. Or we could just wait for later when he's presumably at home and not at the office.
Because there wasn't. Yeah, we said because you said there was only 2 rooms, so there's not like a. It doesn't look like there's a place where he sleeps here, right?
Correct.
Okay. I have some ideas, but we should probably see how this plays out first. Unless that is we want to go rushing down there right now. That is always an option, but
I don't know if I can do that. I'm feeling all faint and all,
of course. Okay. I'm just gonna wait. I guess we're gonna play this out.
You guys are gonna wait in the waiting room?
I'm gonna be
In the
sitting on the
treatment
table.
room?
I'm gonna sit up on the table when he gets back.
Okay. About a minute goes by. And then you hear, and you hear footsteps coming towards towards you guys.
Okay. Eli just looks towards the doorway. Standing there very casually.
I need you guys to roll initiative.
Ah, fuck.
Initiative?
Damn
Sweet.
it. I saw that
2.
look on your face.
I got it too. I'm so good at this.
You mean the look of, are you sure you want to do that?
But I'm so convincing. How would he ever suspect anything was wrong?
I really wanted to go down there. Really did.
Oh boy.
So for rolling initiative, I'm gonna take a random guess and say this dude's probably the bad guy.
Yeah, probably.
I'm so good at this mystery thing. It's usually the person that's trying to kill you.
Alright, so let's see. Eli got a 13. Ilo with a 5. Zai with a 2.
So
And
dexterous.
Dr. Stillwater with a 22.
It's kind of excessive, don't you think,
God,
Doctor?
what?
Just a little bit excessive. Okay, I was not expecting this to go the way that it just did, so let's have some fun, guys.
But we haven't done anything.
Hey, Kyle, I'm gonna tell you this ahead of the fact because it doesn't matter.
Uh-oh.
Did you know that there is a spell called Alarm?
Oh, shit. I was actually just thinking about that earlier. I was like, man, I'm going to get that spell later. Son of a bitch.
So, you hear footsteps coming around the corner, and rounding this corner, instead of seeing the meek human that you expected to see, you see a much larger, standing at about like 7.5, 8 feet tall.
God.
This massive humanoid creature covered in orange fur with black stripes, big cat-like head, big fangs sticking out, hands that are giant claws that are about the size of your head. Big swishy tail that is behind it.
It's a mutant tabaxi.
You see the white coat that the doctor was wearing ripped and shredded, barely clinging to this new form. and it looks like a weird tiger-type creature, and it growls and it lunges at Zai, who's currently laying on the table.
I'm sitting.
Hands aren't backwards, are they?
No.
Okay.
Sitting on the table, thank you very much. No
Sitting
longer
on the
prone.
table.
Oh no.
So Zai.
Oh, I know what this is, I think.
This is Mr. Hyde.
Does
This is
a 16 hit your AC?
It does not.
Wow.
I have a 17 AC.
Not bad. All right, so he comes at you with one of his claws, swipes at you, and misses. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you crit.
I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
oh,
It's okay.
no.
He missed the first attack, so it's just like getting hit by both.
Yeah, you just got hit with a nat 20. He goes in and he bites down into your other shoulder, the opposite one of where the
God.
snake thing bit you.
Well, at least it's the other one.
You go. Oh, I swear to God, if you say make a con save anytime during this fight, I'm
Since
gonna
you
be real
mentioned that.
suspicious. Yeah, I'm gonna be real suspicious.
You take 8 piercing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a con save.
Oh, I fucking knew it.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Oh.
Good
I'm
to know.
gonna roll a d4.
You're gonna turn into a fucking were-tiger.
12.
All right, good to know. You use your D4.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Go get that kitty cat lycanthropy.
All right,
Oh.
Onyx has used his D4.
I'm a dragon cat.
Oh boy, this is gonna be real interesting.
All right, Eli, it's your turn. You just saw this strange humanoid cat-like creature just swipe at Zai and then bite deep into his neck. Or shoulder, I should say.
So, question. I know we got started pretty early in the morning.
Yeah.
About what time do you think it is right now?
About an hour's past like 10 a.m.
Okay, that's too long. Okay. I'm gonna call for Bartimus. I know we kind of lost track of him with the whole.
He's probably like just hanging out outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
on
The
roof
only
still.
problem is
That
the
the
windows are
door's
closed and the door's
and the
closed.
window, yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know what these are. Can I do like an Arcana check to see if I know if this is an aberration or like something like that?
Hmm. I'm gonna say you can make an Arcana check. It's gonna be very difficult though.
Okay. I'll skip out on that then. I am gonna. We're in the examination
You are in
room.
This teeny tiny examination room. It is like there is no wiggle room.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to mage hand open the window and get out the window.
You're gonna climb out the window.
Yep. I can't be in here.
You are gonna take an opportunity attack.
Oh. Wow.
It is
That
a
room's-
very small room.
Oh dear. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna die either way if I stay in here.
You're gonna take the opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna mage hand open the window, and I'm gonna try and get out of here.
Does a 13 hit your AC?
Fucking damn it. Yeah. If I had mage armor on, it wouldn't, but I don't have mage armor on anymore.
You take 9 points of piercing damage as he whips around and bites you. And I need you to make a con save.
We're all gonna be were-tigers.
Con save.
Yep.
14.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, fuck. So I get out the window with
Yep.
this fucking bite mark in my shoulder, and I just like slump down, and I mentally tell Bartimus to fly in and help. Oh God, I'm gonna have him help Ilo.
Okay. Good to know.
And he's
Ilo.
just like laying there, like grabbing his shoulder, just like, oh, that hurt.
Under the exam table, there's that thing of alcohol.
Yeah, the rubbing alcohol.
I'm gonna throw that at him and light it with prestidigitation.
Oh, hell yeah. Do
Make
the thing.
a dexterity check. It's an improvised weapon.
Ho ho!
Okay,
Nice.
that hits. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll. Let's say roll me 2d6.
11.
Nice.
Okay, you throw the now burning rubbing alcohol at this strange creature, and it explodes against him, and you see the fur begin to catch on fire and start burning, and he just kind of.
That's about all I can do. I think that's
pretty much your
Yeah.
action, bonus action.
everything. Yeah. All right.
Actually, roll a second dexterity check just to be sure, in case you get a crit. All right, never mind, because you did have Bartimus helping you. I just had to make sure.
Oh, okay.
Zai, you are not feeling so hot, my dude.
Yeah, my other shoulder hurts. That's a change. I'm gonna hop up off that table and swing my glaive at this tiger thing that's now in front of me. I'm
Yeah.
slightly upset with it. So 22 for 13.
Neil, what is with you and fire?
Neil, what is with you in fire?
This was a good one. Stop it.
Okay, and so you did 11 damage initially. Wow, 13 damage. Yeah, that absolutely slices into him.
And then I'm gonna action surge and slice him a second time.
All right, do it.
And miss.
Oh.
And then I will second wind.
All right, you gain back 5 HPs.
Yeah.
Not bad. Dr. Stillwater
Oh boy.
growls at you, Zai. He is not a fan of your deception.
I'm gonna growl back.
Urgh. And he's gonna swipe at you with 2 of his claws.
Only 2? Why not all? Why not his whole hand?
You know what I mean. Smartass. That is a 21 to hit
Yeah.
and a 15 to hit.
No.
Okay, so only 1 hits. That is 7 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a cut. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm already infected. I don't need to make any more.
Oh boy. Well.
Alright, that is his turn. Eli.
Okay, so I'm wanting to cast a spell through Bartimus.
Alright, it has to be a
Is
touch.
there? Okay, what now? Sorry, what?
It does have to be a touch range spell. We actually, or rather, I went back and looked, and the spray that you did the last time,
Right.
I let it happen that time. It actually should not have worked that way, but I let that slide.
Okay, so are you saying that I have to touch him or the
No,
spell?
the spell has to have a range of touch.
Okay. Okay. Well.
It's basically instead of you touching somebody, the bird is touching somebody.
Right. Okay.
When I think about you, touch myself. I didn't have the battle music going. Fuck. Fixing it.
Okay. So then, what about that one? Oh, I don't have that prepared. Never mind. Okay. Eli is just gonna poke his head up through the window.
Yep.
And that's what 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3.
9 damage. Not bad.
And he's gonna convert that into he's gonna do thunder damage. So it's just like
Boom, boom, boom.
yeah,
Impacts of sound waves flying out. Nice. You impact him with these little missiles of sound, and he seems jarred from the impact and kind of...
At the growl, he goes, "Ooh," and drops his head back down.
I imagine it's like very cartoonish, like you're wearing a top hat and it like floats in the air in the window as you drop it. Woo! Thump.
Yeah. And he's just gonna tell Bartimus to help Ilo.
Okay, Ilo.
Ilo is next.
I'm gonna throw 2 knives at it. 18 for 5.
Advantage.
Oh. Okay, 18 for 5.
That hits.
And 19 for 4.
Why do you have advantage on that one?
Yeah, you got it.
Do I not have a date? Okay.
You only
get
well,
it on the
11 plus. What is that?
16.
Yeah.
16 for 7.
Yeah, that hits. Okay, so that is a total of... that one is without... The second one is without the +3, though, because that's the offhand.
Yeah, it's just 4.
So 4 plus 5, so 9 damage. Okay, you guys are doing hella damage right now.
He bit me, I'm upset.
He did bite you. That's very rude. He could have at least taken you out to dinner first.
Right?
Okay. Anything else?
No,
Alright.
that's all my thing.
Za. Hi, my name is Za.
I really wish people would stop hitting me before I hit level 3 and could do anything about it. Anyway, I'm gonna swing my glaive at him. 19 for 5.
That hits.
How close is Ilo to this dude right now?
Like, right up against him.
Okay.
Like, you guys are in a very small room.
In that case, I can't really do anything about that, so I'll just end my turn.
Okay. Yeah, the only reason, like, I'm not counting the daggers that are being thrown as disadvantage is because, like, they're daggers. You can just stab him and it's the same effect. It's not like if you were using a bow or something.
Same stat.
Right. If it was a bow or something like that, or, like, casting, like, a firebolt, then I would say have disadvantage, but... doesn't matter. So what were you doing, Zai?
I'm done.
Okay.
I stabbed him.
Doctor's turn.
Oh boy.
What is Bartimus's AC?
What is AC? 11.
Okay, you see the doctor swing around with one of his claws, and it slams into Bartimus, and a poof!
Oh no!
And Bartimus is gone. And then he whips back around and takes his other claw and slashes down at Ilo. Does a 15 hit your AC?
Yep.
Okay. That is... 11 points of slashing damage. He rolled max damage on that one.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Glad he didn't hit me with that.
Is Ilo still conscious?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that is his turn. Eli,
Okay,
you just saw Ilo has a nice streak of claw marks across his body.
Oh boy. And Bartimus just got annihilated.
Yeah, Bartimus just disappeared in a poof of feathers. And then the feathers disappeared.
I think that Eli has maybe mistakenly killed Bartimus a few times throughout their years, but it probably hasn't happened in a very long time, and he is not happy about that at all.
Oh, of course, it's his buddy.
Yeah. It was his first friend and his best friend.
Yeah, what kind of monster hits an owl?
Eli stands up, looks through the window, and says, "You're going to regret that." And he's going to use his second spell slot for a magic missile, and he's going to convert it into fire.
Cool.
And 1, 2, 3. So 3, 6, and 10.
Nice.
So be 10 fire damage. Char, kitty cat, char. He doesn't say that. That's me. And yeah, he mad. How dare you?
That's some good damage right there. All right. Ilo. What up, my dude?
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. What is the DC?
12.
That is a 15. He succeeds. So he
Okay.
takes 5 psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration Zai.
Alright, so Zai has a D6. And speaking of Zai,
Yep, Zai's up. Being the brute force fighter I am, I'm gonna do what I do best and hit him with my stick with the sword on it.
do it.
19 for 10.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, since he's real close and I don't like working this close quarters, I'm gonna hit him with the butt of the glaive and push him back. And then as he falls back, I'm gonna cut him across the face so as to get back at him for biting me, and then he'll just fall on the floor and die.
And indeed he does. You see the now dead body of this weird tiger creature on the floor, and as you watch the life leave his body, it begins to shrink down back into the humanoid form of Dr. Stillwater. He is dead.
What was that thing anyway?
Hearing the silence, Eli will climb back through the window.
What was that?
It was I believe he had a form of lycanthropy.
Is that thing where people bite you and you get sick or whatever?
Yes, if you've been bitten by the creature, that's how the disease spreads.
I look at my shoulder and then start putting pins around the bite mark.
You're putting the pins in?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
I need you to make a constitution save.
Okay. Crit.
Oh my god.
Okay. You proceed to take these pins one by one and start jamming them around this bite wound. You end up taking 3 points of damage in the process.
I look very injured at the moment.
As you are continually stabbing these pins into your body. It is a very uncomfortable and very painful experience.
No, Eli. You better have been right about these things stopping diseases. As I grunt and push another one in.
He looks down at his own shoulder. If I'm not, then I'm going to endure the pain alongside you.
Did I have to make a con roll?
No, he never bit you.
Okay, it's only bites.
Yeah.
I'll toss Eli the bag.
Yeah, and he's Ilo, do you have another can you do some healing on me real quick? I don't know if I'll survive the shock of stabbing myself with pins.
Sure. There's 5 for you, and then he'll run over to Zai and do 1 for 6.
Wow, you more than doubled my current health.
God.
Goodness.
Yeah, Eli's gonna he's gonna put some pins in as well.
Make a con save.
I don't know if I passed earlier, but I'm just doing it for a... that's even better. So 15.
Okay, sorry about this, Kyle.
Uh-oh.
You take 4 piercing damage,
Oh.
and as you are jamming these pins around the bite wound,
Oh, boy.
you feel a weird sensation as if your
Oh.
body is rejecting whatever it is that these things do. And, like,
Oh, God.
you're, like, maybe halfway through going around this circle, and one by one you watch the pins, starting from where you started going, one by one, bink, bink, bink.
Like, he sees, like the
popping
second
out
one go
and falling
out,
on the ground.
and he just, like, drops the thing with the pins in his hands. He just drops and watches this, and it's just like, oh, that can't be good.
Yeah, you're not really familiar with how these things work, but your best guess, your hypothesis is
job, Arch.
that these can be rejected by the body.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Oh, I'm sure it'll be okay.
How many of these things did I use on my own shoulder?
Shoulder wound, you ended up using 20 on them.
Okay, so I currently have 90 left over.
Oh. Oh. I do not feel good at all.
Really? I feel great.
We need to check downstairs and see if anyone is down there.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's probably a good idea.
Give me, hold on. Actually, I need to read. Oh, God, it's an hour. Never mind.
We want to take a short rest first. I'm kind of feeling under the weather a little bit after all that mauling.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
You're taking a short rest?
Yeah.
Before we do, Eli's going to pull the lever and close the bookcase. Just in case.
It's already closed.
Oh, it's already closed. Okay.
You heard it twice, which would signify it opened and then closed again.
I want to
Oh,
lock the
okay,
front
gotcha.
door if it's not already locked.
Sure. You block the front door.
And turn the lights off.
You turn the lights off.
Song of Rest.
So you guys are taking a short rest, right?
Mhm.
So we all gain 6 HP just for resting, as long as we use at least one hit die.
Before you do that,
Oh, fucking fuck.
Okay.
Eli and Ilo, you're fine. Zai, you at the end of this short rest would expect that your wounds, especially with Ilo, kind of bolstering morale and seemingly weaving some sort of magic in the air that seems to be encouraging your friends to heal. You look down at your bite mark in your shoulder, and it doesn't seem to be changing. It doesn't seem like anything is healing it.
Cool.
Mechanically speaking, as long as you have those pins in, you do not regain any health when you take a short or long rest.
Oh.
Okay. Can I
But it
heal
could-
in other ways? Such as healing magic and whatever?
You're welcome to try. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
like Ilo's peculiar source of magic seems to be having any effect on it.
But potentially it could also be suppressing a lycanthropy.
I want to try using Second Wind.
You try using that inner reserve of strength that you have, and you feel it course through the rest of your body. But then nothing happens with your shoulder.
Okay.
Did he regain hit points when I used Cure Wounds on him?
That was pre-needles, I believe.
Yeah, I did not put pins in yet.
So is he gaining the HP back? Or
No.
he's
No.
not okay.
When I cast Cure Wounds, did it do anything?
Yes, that was before he put the needles in, so that healed him.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Well, not feeling any better. Bite wound's not changing. Guess it's something to do with the pins, just because of
Yes.
Ilo healed me before I stuck them in. So, guess I'm going to be stuck like this till we can find a doctor, see if I'm actually infected with whatever it is that thing had.
It's called lycanthropy, and it's very dangerous.
Yeah, whatever that thing had.
Oh goodness, if we find if we were at the college, I could take you to a colleague, and they could get you right as rain, as you called it. But fortunately, we're not there.
I can tell you right now for sure, I am definitely not right as rain.
Well, the short rest is over. What would you guys like to do?
I am going to use my arcane recovery, so I get my spell slots back.
I believe you get a first level spell slot, right? Because it's half your level, yeah?
Once per day, you can finish a short rest. You can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spells can be a combined level that is equal to or less than half your...
Yeah, so you can gain one first level spell slot then.
Alright, so I gain one first level spell slot.
Cool. Alright, what are you guys doing?
We should probably head downstairs. Or,
Yeah.
I assume downstairs. This hill's not super big on this part.
Yep, Eli pulls the book.
You pull on the book, and immediately you watch as this bookcase begins to slide up the wall and, like, into the ceiling.
Okay.
Behind it, you see that there is a dark tunnel with some stairs that seem to be leading downward.
Well, gentlemen, once more into the breach.
I light a torch. Unless it's not dark down the stairs that are dark.
It is very dark.
In that case, yes, I light a torch. Unless I've magically gained the ability to see in the dark, and I didn't know it.
Okay. You descend down a dark, narrow flight of stairs into darkness, the only source of light being the lamps in the office behind you and the torch that Zai has lit. The stairs descend for what feels like a good 20-30 seconds of walking. Further down and down. The further down you go, you can feel the air getting a bit more damp and less frigid. And finally, you come to the bottom. You find yourselves standing in a moderately sized room. The walls, made of stone and covered in patches of moisture and what seems to be patches of moss. The odor of decay and fecal matter immediately assaults your nose as you take in your surroundings. Across the room from the entry you're in is a long wooden table hugging the wall. All along the table are various glass containers, tubes, beakers, and phials. To your right, all along the wall, is several iron-gated cells. The poles barring entry and exit to these rooms only 3 inches apart, with a single heavy-set iron door built into each cell. In the far back left of the room appears to be an open hole in the floor roughly 2 feet in radius. On the left side of you appears to be several shelves of books and a few unknown potions. You see 3 small vials containing a reddish liquid, a semi-larger vial also containing a reddish liquid, and a small vial with a strange thick black liquid. This is what you see.
Does that strange black liquid look like that blood that we saw last night?
At a glance, you're not sure.
Okay.
It should also be noted that on the floor in front of this wooden table, you see what appears to be a syringe That seems to have been used recently. There's a very small bit of blood on the tip.
Oh.
And
Anyone
what
in
was
any of these-
in it is gone.
Okay. Anyone in any of these cells?
You walk up to each of the cells. There's 4 of them in total. Inside each of the cells, you cast a light with your torch, and you see that there is nothing there. There are chains and manacles that are hanging from the walls. You can see that there is what appears to be puddles of piss and shit. But you don't see anybody in the cells.
Okay,
You do
next
see splotches of blood.
Okay. Next thing, is there anything for me to light with this torch so I don't have to carry it around? Seems like it'd be hard to read in the dark.
On the walls, across the room, and then on the left and right, there are braziers, wall sconces for torches, and there are 3 unlit torches.
I'm gonna light those torches, or 2 of them, stick one in my bag, and then put mine out so I can save it.
Sure. You do exactly that.
Eli he casts dancing lights around himself. So he has 4 of these little glowing balls of light hovering around him so he can see better.
Sure.
Even though he has dark vision, he wants to see with color and whatnot. You said something about like a hole?
Yes, in the back left corner, there is what appears to be a hole in the ground about 2 foot in radius.
He's gonna peer down this hole, and he's gonna. I think I can.
You can control where the dancing lights go.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the dancing lights down this hole.
You mentally command the dancing lights to float down this hole, and you watch as one by one
Oh God!
they go down into this pit, down 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. And finally, they float just above the bottom. At the bottom of this pit, you can see what appears to be the remains of several deformed and distorted corpses in a puddle of blood and rotting flesh. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh, balls. Hey, I found the people, guys.
I really hope one of these potions is a potion of cure diseases.
All right, so let's go around and we will find out where we can find everybody and what their favorite part of tonight was. Starting again from my immediate right here. Kyle.
Yeah, it's me.
Where can we find you? What did you like?
You can find me at Rage Quit Kyle on Twitter, and here playing whatever with Arch and Onyx and Neil and whoever the hell else is playing with us. My favorite part, ooh man, I don't know. I liked the whole investigation thing. I think the house, like when we first got to the house with Zai and the doctor and fucking up the alarm, and I think that's gonna be my favorite part.
All right. And to the right of that, Neil, where can we find you and what did you like?
You can find me on Twitter at Bardic Martin. I liked almost being kidnapped.
That would have been a very different game that we would have been playing tonight, let me tell you.
Yep.
Neil and I would have been having a bondage moment while the rest of y'all are trying to find him. Neil, you're chained up against the wall.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Your daggers are taken away.
Oh,
Does he
no.
get kink advantage?
Kink advantage, yep. And, oh my God. All right. And to the right of that, Onyx, where can we find you? What'd you like?
You can find me at OnyxQWE on Twitter. And my favorite part was probably getting to use the pike as a shish kebab and just holding this thing to the ground. It's like, nope, you're not going anywhere.
Nope.
It was
And,
definitely pretty cool, yeah.
And also, I enjoyed getting to feel faint and fall over all over the place.
Oh, I am suddenly come so ill. Oh,
Oh no!
Pulling him
Please,
onto the
doctor.
ground with me.
Oh Lord!
please.
I'm feeling a
Help me,
fainting
doctor.
spell upon me. As for myself, you can find me here on Twitch basically 7 days a week, pretty much every night from midnight onwards or sometime therein. You can check out my schedule down below in the info. You can find me on Twitter at arch_DND. You can also find me on the Lucky Die podcast, where I play Balance, a high elf scion. You can find the Lucky Die podcast. Twitter is at TLDpod, which I run that account as well. Oh boy. My favorite... Honestly, I think my favorite part was knowing everything that was going on in Taka and being like, God, I want you guys to find this stuff. God, come on. Roll better. Do the thing. And like then you guys finally getting there and figuring everything out. It's like, closure.
We met the doctor. It's like, oh, it's the doctor. 3 seconds after meeting him.
I kind of had a feeling you guys and the people in chat would be like, oh, it's probably the doctor. I loved the reaction you guys had where it's like, please don't say con save. Please don't say con save. Roll a con save. Fuck! It's like, oh, do you know what this is? I wonder what the consequences may be, Zai.
Like,
Oh no.
You
Yeah,
hear like tiger, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's a fucking like Raksasha or some
Rakshasa,
shit.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, it's that thing that gives you that one disease when it bites you. Yep.
That's why I asked about the hands. I'm like, oh fuck, it's the other bad tiger thing.
There are 2 tiger creatures in D&D, and one of them is far worse than the other. That being said, the other one is still pretty bad.
And
That
he
being
bit
said-
2 of us.
Well,
Yeah, that
I shouldn't say
being aware
anything
tiger's gonna be fun.
because you guys are not aware of the situations. Just Onyx, remember,
Yeah, I can't heal.
no, not that part. Remember what I did with Zinwei?
Which part? The dying part or the vampire part?
The vampire part.
Okay, yes.
Keep that in mind. I tend to do things differently than how they are in the books.
Okay, well, hopefully whatever this is contained in my shoulder. So every full moon, my shoulder's gonna burst tiger hair, and that's it.
We will see.
Oh boy.
That con save was great. It was amazing. Aware of the situation. Sam! Pun damage! So much pun damage. My favorite part is me. Yeah, that was my dedication to you. You're welcome. You lived, Jess died. I'm sorry to say. Jess is dead. He's in a pit of bloody, mushy, rotting corpses.
Zai actually knows true resurrection.
Oh, well shit. I guess Jess gets to come back then. Alright, well, that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to our lovely fans for the bits and the donation. It is greatly appreciated. It gets to help me hopefully one day turn this into a more permanent situation. In either case, I appreciate the help. With that being said, we will see you all next Sunday for Session 5, where we will find out what happens to this group. What happens to Zai with that strange bite mark. And with that, good night.
Bye.